Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Show.
All right, game day, Edmonton Elks at the Saskatchewan Roughriders. The Elks looking to get into the win column. They have not done that much this year. They come in with a record of 1-4. The Riders looking very good. They are 5-1. Cody Fajardo will make his first start ever for the Edmonton Elks. He will make his first start in Saskatchewan since leaving the Roughriders from Montreal a couple of years ago. Trevor Harris will go under center. You know, they're never under center anymore, but we still say that. He'll be in the gun for the Riders. He's 117 for 154 this season. 76% completion, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Their featured running back is A.J. Ouellette, 77 carries for 428 yards. That's 5.6 per carry. But how about this? Justin Rankin for the Elks, 41 carries, 239 yards. So way behind in yardage, but averaging 5.8. Keep that in mind. Rankin averages more per carry than Ouellette. This is interesting. Keyshawn Johnson is the Riders' leading receiver, 30 receptions for 425 yards. He's 6th in the CFL in receiving yards. The Elks' leading receiver is Stephen Dunbar Jr., 22 catches, 251 yards. He is 26th in the Canadian Football League. Let that sink in for a second. It is a 9-team league. Now, yes, the Elks have had 2 byes. Most teams have had only 1. BC hasn't had any. So, yes, there's a games played discrepancy. But think about that. In a 9-team league, the Edmonton Elks' leading receiver is 26th in the Canadian Football League. They got to pick up the passing attack tonight. The road team has won the last 4 games in the series between the Elks and Riders, and the road team has also won 8 of the last 10 in this series. Edmonton would like that to continue this evening. The Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne is underway. We're with you until 6 o'clock. Then at 6 o'clock, Mr. Milne will stick around for the Green and Gold Kickoff Show. He'll be on the stream with Matthew Awanek. They'll be on after the game as well for the Green and Gold postgame show to break it all down. Jay, how's it going?
It's going well.
What do you think of that? The Elks' leading receiver is 26th in the league.
I'm not surprised.
Fair enough.
I mean, well, look. The Trey Ford perfect efficiency game. He completed 15 passes. I mean, they're just not able to throw the ball down the field, which is why and what prompted this change of quarterback. I'm telling you, you will see a massive difference in that offense tonight. I'm not saying that they're going to be world beaters and come out and shock the world and guarantee a win against Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan's a damn good football team.
Right.
But you will see a difference. You will see them push the ball downfield, and that'll open up the running game. Do you know that the Justin Rankin has a 5.8 yard per carry average?
Yeah.
Yet the Elks rank second last in rushing attempts with 92.
Yeah.
That usually doesn't happen. Right? So I think tonight you're going to see a bit of an offense that might shock you. And you'll say, oh, well, why didn't they do that with Trey? Why didn't they expand it? Because they can't. Because they can't.
There have been moments where they've looked okay on offense and they've run some plays where you're like, oh, that's like a real offense as opposed to whatever McAdoo was trying to do for a year and a half. But yeah, the execution hasn't been there. The quarterback play hasn't been there. I mean, you can talk about other areas of the offense, offensive line, how good are the receivers, all that kind of stuff. But it starts with the quarterback distributing the ball, reading the offense, and putting the ball where it can be caught.
Absolutely.
You know? And then if something else happens, okay, we can talk about other things. MBT last night. He was here last year. Had to play that game. A lot of people, us included, didn't give the Owls much of a chance, but they hung around. Vernon Adams goes out of the game, and MBT does enough to get them 3 field goals. Now, he had a drop in there. He made a great throw. Who was it? Speaker that dropped it?
It wasn't a great throw. That one to the outside?
Yeah, wasn't that on the money?
No, it was it was underthrown.
Shouldn't it be caught?
He should have caught it, yes. Okay. But it was underthrown. I know exactly the call because I think they said it was a perfect throw on the broadcast. And then...
Well, the guy doing play-by-play last night.
Yeah, some guy, I don't know, Nelson Dusty.
Anyway, what I'm saying is you got to put the ball where it needs to be.
And Reid, that game last night was just goes to show you how important quarterback is to a team. Because they didn't come out and blow the socks out. They ran the ball. They simplified the offense for MBT. So there's a lot of screen games, a lot of zone read runs. But yeah, as soon as Vernon Adams goes down, that offense shut down.
Right.
That offense was irrelevant at that point.
Yeah.
They didn't score another point. I don't even know if they got another first down.
And the guy, Walker, that came in for Calgary, who was a Seahawk last year, I think he was their third stringer, like he blatantly missed a couple of throws.
Yes,
or maybe
at the end of the game.
He should have been picked off. He threw one kind of medium down the sidelines that went into the bench, and then the throw on third down, that was like, who was that intended for?
Terrible, right?
Like a guy in row 5? Was that what he was aiming for? So
the touchdown horse?
Yeah. What do they call that horse?
Quick six.
Quick six?
Yeah. Big Uke says QB doesn't matter if the defense still stinks, but the D will likely play better, and then people are going to say it was Fajardo that made the difference. Exact same story as Skinner versus Pickard. Here's the thing, though.
I don't want to keep making that.
No,
that's not. No.
Here's the thing, Big Uke, is that if Cody Fajardo can put together drives. Last week against BC, it was 3 and out, 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 3 and out. Darn near the whole game for that Edmonton offense. If Cody Fajardo can put together a 6-play drive, 8-play drive, 7-play drive, 6-play, consistently keep the defense on the sideline.
Right.
Of course, you're going to see a better defense. Now, I did speak with someone today down at the field who assured me that some of their defensive liabilities have been addressed.
Well, I hope so.
And that was
one
not
thing to
a
do it in
player
practice,
thing.
though. It's one thing to do it.
Not a player thing.
Okay. A play calling thing?
Yes.
A scheme thing?
Scheme.
So, okay, explain to everybody what the word scheme means in football.
Well, a scheme in football, so let me put it to you this way. The offense of the BC Lions was finding themselves in 2-on-1 situations all night.
Okay.
Where there was 2 Lions and 1 Edmonton defender.
Well, that's not good.
That's not good. So they had schemed better than Edmonton could cover. But Edmonton didn't have people there because of their scheme. And BC exploited that. So that's
kind of like the overall defensive philosophy.
Defensive game plan.
Right, okay.
Absolutely. That has been addressed. So I'm expecting a little bit of piss and vinegar in this defense tonight. I think this is kind of a perfect storm for an Edmonton Elks fan. Sounds like the defense got a little bit of a wake-up call in terms of what they're doing. Because it's a young unit in the secondary. It's a first-time defense coordinator. And the challenges that they were experiencing are no longer acceptable and should not happen. I'll just put it that way.
All right. Well, I as people know, and I don't do this because I'm going to be the guy that's negative all the time. I'm going to be the downer. I know sometimes I do the curmudgeonly stuff, and sometimes I might mean it, but I haven't been critical of the Elks and downplaying their chances of winning to try to get attention. Look at the record, right? So that's why when someone's optimistic and it's like, oh, they're due, I'm like, well, how? Okay, they've been due for a while. Tell me when it's actually going to happen. So I respect what you're saying. I hope you're right. I hope there have been some coaching adjustments. I do believe Fajardo is going to make a difference. I still don't know if that's going to make enough of a difference to win the game, because I think they are playing, in my mind, the third best team in the league. Like the Wilkins power rankings.
Third best.
Well, I would still, I despite losing last night, I would have Calgary 1, Saskatchewan 2, and Montreal 3.
Calgary 1, huh?
Well, how can you not have Calgary at 1? They have kicked the crap out of Winnipeg twice. They controlled the game against the Riders. And they lost last night, a game they probably don't lose if their starting quarterback stays healthy. So
that's the thing, though. without a healthy quarterback,
anyway,
they're
Saskatchewan's one of the top 3 teams in the league.
Okay. MBT marched the ball down the field with, albeit a simplified offense, and they put up the game-winning field goal.
But regardless, Saskatchewan's one of the top 3 teams in the league.
Yeah, okay.
Well, who's ahead?
I would say Saskatchewan might even be number 1.
Okay, so there you go. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's a gap here from a team in the bottom third to a team in the top third.
Yeah.
That I don't know if it's enough to make up by improved defensive play and improved quarterback play. Maybe against Hamilton, maybe against Toronto or Ottawa again, maybe even against the Bombers, and even against the Lions, even though they've gotten smoked by the Lions twice. I'm just saying, I hope there's some improvement. I hope there's a victory, because a moral victory to get you to 1-5 isn't going to do a lot for your playoff chances.
Right. No, the moral victories, don't even mention that. That's extinct now.
But I still think, even if the Elks play better, how do you stop Mr. Trevor Harris, 76% completion percentage? How do you stop Mr. Roulette, who tends to run over everybody?
Yeah, it's a task. You got to go toe for toe, tit for tat against this team, and hope that your offense can simply outscore them, because you're not going to stop them on defense. You just can't. Now, maybe there's a breakdown or an offensive breakdown. You take advantage of it, create a turnover. That's how these games can be won. But without that, I'll just put it this way. If the same defense that was against BC shows up tonight, this game is not winnable.
No.
Period.
No.
That defense needs to grab themselves by the look themselves in the mirror and say, we got to be better. Right? Fly to the ball, move around, put themselves in better positions too. I mean, the offensive play calling has been limited.
Yep. And
I think I know why. I don't think that they can call all the plays that Jordan McSimic wants to with Trey Ford under center.
Really?
I'll just say it.
That's pretty harsh criticism.
I think it's a reality, Reid. I think tonight you'll see an expanded playbook with a proven quarterback that can handle that.
Well, and they got to be better on second down. Like,
yes,
as much as you say you want to run the ball, you're not always going to reel off a 5 or 6 yard run to get yourself in second or short or medium. So they got to win some plays on 2nd and 7 and 2nd and 8. And who do you need to do that? You need a quarterback to find the seam of the defense and to whip the ball in there precisely. And that's what MBT did in the fourth quarter. I mean, it was like, hey, find a guy, keep the ball alive. And
Calgary was giving them all that. Calgary was playing zone.
Yeah.
And he was able to find the guys that were open. That's part of getting a W. Do you think that was harsh criticism?
No. Well, no, I think we can only tell people what we see.
Exactly.
The team is 1-4.
Mm-hmm.
You can get in touch by texting 780-218-9999. That is the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. You can email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. You can also converse with us and with each other in the Nasty Chat. That's the stream, chat stream going on YouTube. That's one way to consume us. We also have the audio streams through our website, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio. You can get us wherever you get your podcast, but we do have a video element if you'd like to look at us throughout the course of the show, or just check in. What are you doing? I'm just going to peek in on Jay and Reid. Give us a thumbs up if you're there as well. In the Nasty Chat, Tango says, why did Calgary throw on 2nd and 2 with Parker behind center? You have Mills as a running back. I don't know.
That is baffling to me as well. I think they overthought the end of that game. They had way more time than they thought. And to have 3 incompletions like that with a quarterback that simply, I don't know, didn't seem to know what was going on or where his receivers were going to be.
Right.
Run the ball.
I'm just going back to the game log for that game. 2nd and 2, Walker incomplete to Rhymes. 3rd and 2, Walker incomplete to Jones. Turnover on downs. And they had the game log says 58 seconds and 54 seconds for the 2nd and 3rd down, and they were almost at midfield. I mean, you could have quarterback snuck it twice, and still probably had 40 seconds to try to get another 20 yards to kick a field goal.
Well, Dusty even said on the broadcast, he's like, he can't be as probably opinionated as he'd like to be for obvious reasons, but he says, I just have a hard time realizing why they didn't run the ball here a few more times.
And they still had their timeout because they used their timeout after the Montreal first down. But hey, that's the beauty of football, right? Dave Dickinson, who the last couple of years there was a lot of, can he still coach?
Turns out he can.
Turns out he can. Turns out he can still put a team together, but then you get a moment like that. And the thing is, well, I'm going to say not just in the CFL, even in most levels of football, even the NFL, if you have 2 yards to gain, that is not difficult to gain running the ball, even if the defense is entirely expecting it, right?
When they give you a yard.
And plus in the CFL, Calgary could have probably gone to the line and been like, we are handing this to Mills. And like I said, if he gets between 1 and 1.99 yards, then it's an easy quarterback sneak on the next play. So that was kind of confusing, but Justin Lawrence and the Montreal Alouettes got it done. I always enjoy watching Justin play. Maybe the shortest offensive lineman in the CFL.
But man, I was watching him last night. He's
good.
Nasty.
He's angry.
I love that.
He's a competitive guy.
I love that.
And you see him, he's barking out the...
Oh, yeah. He's the kind of guy you want on your team.
His face all painted up and he's all sweaty.
Let's go.
So you knew him before we've had him on the show, didn't you? Through the Bears alum? Yeah.
Yep. He was part of the Grove Street that came through. It was Justin Lawrence, Mark Cordy, and Ed Ilnicki. All came out of Spruce Grove. Dominant players.
Yeah, we used to have Neil Nicky on Inside Sports quite a bit because, he was literally the best player in the country.
Yep,
literally. That one year when he won the Heck Crichton. All right, yeah, so you can post in the Nasty Chat as well.
Big Uke, if Fajardo started all 4 games, do you think the record is different, Jay Milne? Yes, I do.
It might
Simply
be.
Put. They win that Winnipeg game. When they were up 23-20 going into the fourth quarter, they win that game.
Yeah, and they might have not been down as much at halftime.
I can't say. I think they could have won that Montreal game. Right?
Well, don't forget that first game of the year against the Lions. Wasn't it 7-3 BC at the half?
Mm-hmm.
No, they actually were moving. That was when Blanchard missed a couple kicks too. You fair comment, but we're at the stage here with the Elks where a couple more wins, like if they can win 8, if they get to 8 wins, they might squeak into the playoffs. If they win 5 or 6, so if a quarterback is worth a win every 5 games, that's 3.5 wins.
Yeah,
over the course of the season. So, no, fair question. It's not the only problem, but it's the highest profile position, and it's the one position where if a guy comes in and has a really good game, it changes the whole tone of the offense. Fair comment, though.
Fair.
Okay, so we'll have more on the Elks throughout the course of the afternoon. Jay has a really fun Oilers-related topic that we'll get to at GCL Diesel Oil Understood. We got a local football star on the show who's going to the University of Hawaii next year out of Harry Ainlay. That's a great story. Good for you, Jay, for getting that. And, did I say name the animal? Name the animal today. We're going to do name the animal today, which, my mom loves it. I don't know if anybody else loves it.
I love it.
Well, if we love it, that's half the battle.
My mom likes it.
Does she?
And I love it, too. I get to be involved in the show.
That's right. That's right on. All right. So... But it is kind of a different day here at Edmonton Sports Talk, and we've talked about it on the show. And if you're maybe new to the stream for the first time, we are moving offices. So Edmonton Sports Talk has been in this location for basically 23 months. Jay and I have worked here for 11. We weren't here for the first year of the station's existence, though we were kind of around in a way, which we'll talk about. But when we look out into the bullpen here, there are boxes, stuff packed up. There's been foam on the walls here in the studio, kind of for sound dampening. So if it does sound echoey today, I don't know if that comes through on the mic. That's why.
I'd like to know if it sounds echoey on the stream, because if we don't have to put those up at the next place, I would prefer that, because this has been a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Taking all
Coop's
these.
been trying to take some down during the show. I might stay at 6 and take a few down.
I think we could do this in break, Reid. You go that way, I go this way.
But I can't do it without that tool, though. I can't get them off with my bare hands. I'm too weak. I'm too frail.
Get a butter knife.
Jesus. And who loaded these
the
stickers up so much?
Probably, I don't know. Probably a Wannock.
Oh boy.
So the off-topic topic. So we are moving. And so on Monday, I think, the Nielsen show and the Hangout will be from this studio.
Yeah.
The programming from 11 till 6 will be at Westgate BP. That's the one at West Edmonton Mall. You can come say hi to us, though we won't be able to talk much because we'll be on air. And then Tuesday, full day of programming at the new spot, which is pretty exciting. It's an absolutely incredible spot. William Huff has already wrapped up some of the walls for us. I mean, just it looks amazing. It's larger, and I think we're just going to have a great time there. And it's nearby. It's like 8 blocks from where we are right now. So it's not like somebody who's been commuting 10 minutes is now going to have to go 30. It's pretty much all the same for everybody. So it's great for a variety of reasons. But our off-topic topic for William Huff, since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. It is, where do you want to go with this exactly? How do you handle moving?
Yeah.
What have you learned from multiple moves, perhaps?
What's some tips you might want to offer to the good folk over at EST? Any funny moving stories? It's just a moving day. Anything to do with moving, not bowel movements, just moving.
Oh, I got a few of those stories.
Moving stories, moving tips, moving helping, advice, everything. This is a little bit of an open category.
And I know we did a moving topic when Trev moved, but I think that was more about moving etiquette. Like, should you have beer, pizza, chips available for the person moving? This is more, I guess for me, what have I learned from moving? I have learned, first of all, hire movers. I know we talked about that in the past, if you can even remotely afford it. And it's always going to take longer than you think. Something's going to not hold it up, but there'll be something where it's like, oh crap. So that's why I've kind of been scurrying around the office the last week, not really helping, but just what about that? What about that? What about that? He's bugging a Wannick. What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that? Just making sure he has a plan, or like, don't forget all this stuff here. It doesn't look like much, but that might be 2 or 3 boxes. They got to be packed. And so, my parents helped with a lot of that, the little bric-a-brac earlier this week.
Yeah, they had.
So that's why I volunteered their manpower.
Well, and
hey, 80-year-olds, get in here and pack.
When you were on the oil stream today, we did. It's just okay. Let's do this right now.
Yes,
we grabbed the bin and we emptied out all the cups and glassware from the kitchen.
Oh, that's ours.
And that's done. And Coob and Benny grabbed the bin and they took all the beer out of the fridge and put it into a bin. So it's done. Right?
And then I took it all home.
Yes. Now the fridge is defrosting.
Yeah.
It's on its way. But it's the little things, Reid.
So
it's the things you don't think about.
I know we're going a little long here, Coob. I'll just take a couple minutes. Like, I also learned, guys, gals, even if you're not planning on moving, or even if you're thinking, well, right now I know sometimes like a younger couple or a newlywed couple, they might get that starter home, right? Okay, we're 26. We're going to have this place till maybe we're 32 to 35, right? Do not keep stuff you do not need. Do not be afraid to declutter. So during COVID, you got more time. I would take an hour once or twice a week and just go through a closet. Do I need this? And I realized, okay, some of this stuff has been moved 3 times. And I've never looked at it or used it. It's getting recycled or thrown out. Maybe it's a magazine I thought I would like to save. Get rid of it. And I still learned I didn't do enough of that, because then I actually did move in the spring of 23, and I hired movers, and then there was this stuff in the furnace room, maybe 2 or 3 boxes and some garbage bags with stuff. And I told the movers, crap, don't take that. I'm not sure what's in there. So, I had about a week or so before I had to be out of the house, and my dad and I looked in there, and it's like, why do I have these toys that I have not used since I was 5?
Oh.
Like, at some point you pack those away and they get moved around. So like, we donated a bunch of stuff. If stuff was, unusable, it would be recycled or thrown out.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like that this week. So I'm like, there's always something you don't expect. So that's a big lesson I learned from moving.
Yeah. There's always something too. And my last move, at least house-wise, was across the road. We moved from that side of the road to the other side of the road, literally. But it's still, you might as well consider it like you're moving across town. Because we had these grand and visions of we'll just take a carload over, or heck, I'll carry a laundry basket of things. No,
you're not going to.
It's all the same.
No, it's all the same.
So it's good. We got movers coming on Monday. It's going to be snap, snap, snap. And just so you know, Reid, my brother-in-law texted in. He says we sound great. Matt at the Garrison said, "You guys sound great on iHeart. I don't hear any echo.
I heart you too, Matt.
I heart you 3, Matt." Biggest question in moving from Bronco Nick. How are all the arcade records being kept in the machines? That's a good question.
I think they're just saved. So I don't think it being unplugged will erase the records.
Can you imagine if the movers wreck that?
They'd be getting this new machine. All right, so that's the off-topic topic for William Huff. Moving, how do you handle it? What have you learned from moving over the years? We have Name the Animal coming up. We have Jay's Play of the Day coming up. We got Buying or Selling for Damon Bunting coming up, but here comes the Coop.
.33-year-old Cody Fajardo gets a call for the Elks as they hit the field in Saskatchewan to battle the 5-1 Riders. Matt Iwanek, J-Milne tee up the action during the Green and Gold kickoff show, which airs live at 6 right here on EST. In NFL news, Viking star Justin Jefferson missed practice today due to a mild hamstring strain. He will be reevaluated next week. And for the Falcons, they make a move picking up former Charger DJ Chark on a 1-year deal. From New York, the Islanders re-up Maxim Shiplikov to a 2-year, $4.5 million extension. He had 35 points, 10 goals in 77 games for the Islanders last season. In Detroit, it's the Jays and Tigers rematching. Toronto holding first in the AL East, leading the second-place Yankees by 4.5 games. Toronto naming Jose Barrios the starter. First pitch at 5:10. And on the road, the Riverhawks open up a 3-game series against the Falcons. Action starts at 7:35 in CEBL action. Edmonton and Winnipeg tip-off. EST's got you covered with live action of the game on any of our audio streams. We join that one at 7. This sports update is brought to you by Clover Bar Feeds. Clover Bar Feeds has all the animal feed you'll need. Get top-notch service and selection from their family-owned business. Visit Clover Bar Feeds at 200 Portage Close in Sherwood Park, or give them a call at 780-467-5014. Reid and Jay keep things moving on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
I think for McDavid, I have to go with Quicksilver.
Quicksilver. Wow. Okay.
Marvel character, runs extremely fast, can knock you out, can hit you when you least expect it, or hurt you when you least expect it because you don't know he's coming, even though I guess teams know. But yeah, I had to do something speed related. Okay. So I'm going to do Quicksilver.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Win a trip to Osheaga with the Banquet in Aperol. We're sending one lucky guest to Montreal with flights, hotel, and 2 tickets to one of Canada's hottest music festivals. Enter by July 26. Details in store or on the Banquet app. Get real. Play hard.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Tonight on Will It Store, 1 man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Yeah, so during the commercial, we're doing things to help with the move. That's how it's going. We were up peeling all these little stickers off the wall that had the foam padding on them. So is that a job? Is that priority one to finish that today, and then other stuff? Then it's pretty much ready for Monday.
Yeah. It doesn't. We probably should have been doing this like 2 weeks ago. But I think the idea was that the sound quality would be quite effective.
Yeah, we didn't want to mess.
Which I'm not sure
too much.
It has been. So,
right. But now that we're doing this, it doesn't, because it seemed like, oh, there's so many. But now 3 of us.
Well, let's make a goal. Let's have it knocked out before the end of the show.
I think we might be done before. Maybe not the high ones.
Well, Coob's on it during the breaks.
Coob, if you can get some of the ones
if you
up
guys
high,
could see what we see.
Right.
Coob is the producer of this show.
Because I said to you and Matt, I can stay after 6 and do little tasks, but there might not be
that. I think we'll be good.
But I think we might be good at this point, because even if there's just some high ones left, then you'll do them.
So Coob is currently on a chair on a stool about his head's touching the ceiling.
Careful, Coop.
Taking down stickers. That's what kind of dedication the Coobinator has.
Coob's very dedicated.
This is incredible. Like, look at this. You gotta take a picture.
I wonder what Paul Stanley would say if he saw that. Yeah, but even during the commercial, I probably got 15 to 20 off the wall.
Yeah, I did.
And there's probably
got 25 to 30.
300 left.
Coob.
What a day.
What a day.
This is such a great place to work.
I'm going to put this out on my socials right now. So if you follow me at Jason Milne, you'll see what I see from this seat, which is it's moving bliss.
Yeah. So Tango in the nasty chat probably just missed me describing the timeline. The first shows in the new place are Tuesday. And I saw somebody put in the chat earlier, are you guys going off the air for a while? We are not. The programming is not affected. I mean, here's the thing. We could have not even referred to the move on air and nobody would have known about it, right?
That's
because
right.
we were not missing a show. No. So Monday, again, Nielsen show is in this old studio. I guess the current studio, soon to be the old studio. HQ1. The Hangout is in HQ1. And then Lock Shop, Oil Stream, Salas and Gager, Wilkins and Milne are all at Westgate BP on Monday. The big stuff gets moved over to the new location Monday afternoon. And then the Nielsen show starts in the new studio 6 a.m. on Tuesday.
Yep.
And we're off and running. So this is the thing. Like, we talk about it because it's part of what's hopefully it's somewhat interesting to some people, but we could have not referred to it and you never would have known by the programming. You know, we just could have said, hey, we're doing shows at Westgate BP for 7 hours on Monday just because. But we are moving. And we're still going to be, whether we're here or there, in the Banquet Studio. Spin to win Fridays at the Banquet. Spin the wheel for a chance to win big and save on your bill. Details at thebanquetbar.com. All right. So Elks in Saskatchewan, of course, Regina, the home of the Saskatchewan Rough. How many times would have you played at Old Taylor Field?
Oh, a few for sure. Probably 4 or 5 times. But I played at Taylor Field. I've never played at the new Mosaic. And Taylor Field was a dump. Taylor Field was the worst football field. Well, it was tied between them and Manitoba. But Taylor Field was, the turf at Taylor Field was like carpet. Like it was the old AstroTurf.
Right.
And I mean, if you looked at that, you would get a cut on your arm. You'd have to tape yourself or cover yourself in elbow pads, knee pads, just so you didn't get a 3rd-degree burn on your leg or elbow during the game.
Right.
Like, there would be guys on the road trip home, because that's an 8-hour bus ride. That's
you didn't fly?
To Regina. We never flew anywhere. Well, we flew to BC.
Right.
And by the end of it, we were flying to Manitoba, but that would be a charter.
But you also wouldn't necessarily play in those cities every year.
No.
You might skip one year.
Yeah, usually they try and mix it up so it's easier on the pocketbook for the for the club. But you'd have guys on the way home that their arm would transform from just a clean looking rug burn to like clear yellow white pus buildup, because you have to let it air out. And that was the problem, is a lot of the times you'd get it infected immediately, because it's not exactly clean on the turf.
Right.
So there's lots of dust and dirt. So you'd be infected.
2 dozen men running around on it all the time in shoes.
Those were the worst. It would just curdle.
Did you ever get anything like that, or really?
No, I took care of myself when I was there. I'd have knee pads. Plus, I'd have like volleyball, not the knee pad, but like a tensor,
padded sock.
like a tensor.
Okay, right.
Right, and then I'd have elbows, everything. I'd have my arms taped up. Like I don't want that. I don't.
You
need
have
that.
any exposed skin?
No, why would I? But I'd come home with like shredded Under Armour shirts and shredded Under Armour tights because like as serious. You would take a knee on that and you'd have a hole in your pants. It was awful.
And how would you get there the day before the game?
Yeah.
And
so
what's it like coming into Regina?
Yeah. All you saw was Taylor Field.
Well, there's high rises there.
I swear, Reid, I know there is, but I swear to goodness, they were in line with Taylor Field. You'd come in, Taylor Field would stick out like a sore thumb if you were coming in from like Saskatoon side. Yeah, it
really?
Was. I'm telling you, that was all you could see is Taylor Field. Because it was quite tall. I think it was one of the tallest buildings in Regina, the old Taylor Field.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now Mosaic would be, I'm sure. They don't have a downtown like Edmonton or Calgary. Like there might be 7 or 8 high rises, but I think high rises. Like Google, what's the tallest
building
in Regina?
In Regina, it's got a Wikipedia page. List of tallest buildings in Regina, Saskatchewan. The Mosaic Potash Tower or Potash is 20 stories, completed in 2013.
Like Mosaic Stadium.
Oh, hang on, that's not the tallest. The Delta Regina Hotel, formerly the Radisson, completed in 1988, is 25 floors. And then there are several buildings that are 20 stories high.
Right. So
So yeah, I guess
no 40 floor.
Because even before Edmonton had the ones by the arena, I think we had a 40-story one.
Like those stick out.
Yes.
So you wouldn't see much. But those were like when thinking back on playing days, those were that was it.
That was the golden time of your life.
Give me a road trip to Regina right now. I'm in.
Well,
just
because
sit in a
it's
chair.
Team environment. You're getting out of school.
You sit in a chair and watch movies for 8 hours straight, and then they let you out to go eat and pee, and then you get on and watch movies again.
It's like you were a prisoner, but not really.
Yeah, like in a really fancy prison. Yeah, and then on the way home, you'd stop in Saskatoon, pick up some pizzas, then eat your way home.
Okay, so if you guys played, what would you play, 1 or 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon in Regina?
Yeah, so you'd get in there on a Friday.
So would you leave 9 a.m. Friday?
Yeah, early, get in there at a decent time. We'd always stop in a city, like usually Lloyd, and we'd stop there and do a little walkthrough, just mental reps.
Oh, okay.
Get off the bus, stretch your legs, do some walkthrough. I guess we would stop in Lloyd for Saskatoon games, but when we went to Regina, we'd stop in Saskatoon.
Okay.
You just do some mental reps, get your legs stretched, and then you get into Regina, have a team supper, team meetings, then feed up, chill up.
And then you'd bus back right after the game. So by 5 or 6, so you'd be getting back to Edmonton like 2 a.m.
Yeah, that was when you'd get home late. Yeah, for sure.
And so that was the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
So are they the only university team where one of the teams has a different name than all the other teams? Because the Rams was the junior team, and then they joined Canada West and stayed the Rams.
Because they're the Cougars.
Everything else is the Cougars.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, I
think they're still the Rams.
They are.
And then eventually they got a junior team back called the Prairie Thunder.
Prairie Thunder, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they were the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
And were they good?
Not bad.
But you guys
we beat them
because the Huskies were your
Huskies were
and
our
Simon
number
Fraser,
one.
I guess, were the teams that gave you the biggest fits.
Yeah. The Rams were okay. They had John Ryan. We've had him on our show.
Oh, right. Yeah. You played. He was a receiver too, wasn't he?
Yeah. Hell of an athlete. They just didn't have the right quarterback. That was their issue. So we usually had we had good road trips to Regina. Let's put it that way. Those were fun bus rides home, even if your arm was looking at you sideways, gurgling, saying, "Help me."
Yeah, that sounds gross.
It was awful.
Like guys just turning purple on the bus.
Yeah, and then the bus rides home were the best though, especially after a victory, because we weren't at all partying or anything, but you'd just have a sense of relief. Guys would be laying in the aisles. Guys would, it was much more calm demeanor than on the way out.
Okay,
especially after a win.
Yeah, I kind of. It would have been neat to go to a game at Taylor Field. I still would like to go to the new Mosaic Stadium. When did it open? So it opened the first game there was between the Rams and the Huskies in October 2016, a soft opening, they called it. And then the Riders moved in for 2017. Had the Heritage Classic there in 2019. Well, that was Flames and Jets, wasn't it? So it's what, 8 years old? So still relatively new. It'd be cool to go to a stadium. Who was it? Emilus the other day saying the fans are right on top of you pretty much. But in his case, he doesn't care because they're supporting him. But most of them are not going to be supporting the Elks tonight. All right, more on the Elks and the Riders coming up tonight. We have Jay's Play of the Day. We're going to name the animal as well. It's the Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Cody Fajardo makes his first start for the Elks as they take on the Riders out in Saskatchewan. Matawanek, J. Milne preview the action during the Green and Gold kickoff show with coverage starting at 6 right here on EST. NFL news sees DJ Chark signing for next season in Atlanta. He played for the Chargers last year. Plus, Justin Jefferson of the Vikings missed practice today with a hamstring strain. They'll reevaluate that one next week. In hockey, Maxim Shiplikov gets paid $4.5 million over 2 seasons with the Islanders on an extension. Meanwhile, Toronto and Detroit battle for the second of 4 total games. Jays smacking the Tigers 11-4 last night. Jose Barrios gets the start tonight. First pitch at 5:10. And 1 game's live right now. Marlins and Brewers tied at 1 apiece, bottom of the 5th. Riverhawks also play. They visit Kelowna. Edmonton beating Wenatchee 9-3 last night to split that series. First pitch at 7:35 tonight. And from Winnipeg, the Stingers and Sea Bears tip off. Catch the action on any of EST's audio streams. We join midway through the game, starting at 7. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you're stuck with a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportmed.ca to book an appointment today. The show continues once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The oil stream.
Yes, goaltending needed to be better. Again, Senior Boots, you're not listening. We're not sitting here saying they got there because of goaltending, but goaltending was a part of, they had back-to-back shutouts.
Hey, yeah, one guy had 3 shutouts in 4 games. The other guy went 7-0 until the Cup final when he started his first game and lost.
You can't say despite of goaltending. Yes. Goaltending won him some games.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Gallo LLP is an Alberta-based accounting firm with expert chartered professional accountants in both our Edmonton and Sherwood Park accounting firms. Our experienced and innovative accountants provide financial advice that saves our clients money. Simply put, we help our clients protect their assets and grow their businesses. At Gallo LLP, they go beyond the numbers to ensure the continued success of your business. Reach out to Preet or John to discuss how they can help your business grow. Visit gallollp.ca today and see how they can help you take your business to the next level.
Do you have pets? Horses? Chickens? Did the place you used to get your feed recently close down? Have no fear. Clover Bar Feeds is here. Whether it's dogs, cats, horses, or chickens, Clover Bar Feeds has you covered. Offering a large variety of food and feed, you can trust the experts at Clover Bar Feeds. They've been family owned and operated for over 60 years. This means you can expect nothing less than top-notch service and selection. Come visit them at 200 Portage Close in Sherwood Park or visit them online at cloverbarfeeds.com.
Everyone knows when you need a truck now, you call Dawn.
That's right. You call us, Frontier Cartage, when you need driver coverage or have a truck that's down.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you've got way more freight to move than you thought.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you need a truck that's available and ready to start anytime you need.
You call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826. 587-222-5826.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Hope you're having a great Friday. Elks at Rough Riders tonight. We will have pregame coverage with the Green and Gold kickoff show at 6 with Jason Milne and Matthew Awanek. They will hop onto the stream right after the game for the Green and Gold postgame show. And into the weekend we go. My goodness. It's just such a fun, weird feel. Like, it's a weird day, but like, I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just the routine's a little different. We're excited about moving. We're, I think, a little anxious about just kind of getting it done and getting all the little jobs done. This is kind of a weird feeling day, but it's good. I mean, it's totally positive. Oh yeah, turd. Coop's like
Coop's taking things off the wall.
Now's my chance to mute him while I'm taking things off the wall.
But like, we went by the new studio today. We had to drop some things off, and man, it's going to be such a welcome change. It really is. It's just so much bigger. Yeah, it's going to afford us the ability to do our shows and offer a lot more content as well. So it's a win-win for everybody, and we're kind of on top of each other here. So we'll be able to spread our wings a bit.
It's a bigger space. I mean, already, and I mean, William Huff, what an amazing company. And by the way, the off-topic topic for William Huff, what have you learned from moving? What are some tips that you have about moving? If you want to share any of those, but they've got some of the walls. What do they call them? They got them wrapped. They got them wrapped. So our show logos and station logo all over a bunch of stuff. So it just looks incredible. All right, let's get into.
It's Jay. It's play. He's Jay. It's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Sorry, before you get to your read, Big T from Regina sent in a picture. He must be driving outside of Regina. That's Mosaic.
Oh, there it is.
That's the rest of it. Like, Mosaic is the biggest.
It does stand out. Fair enough.
That is great. Thank you. Yeah, Jason Claremont was playing there too. I was only against Claremont for 1 year. That massive man.
Oh, he was a good player.
Smokes, he was big.
Yeah.
He was like 6'4".
Sask and then BC, were those his teams?
Yeah, BC Lions.
Or BC and then
BC
Sask.
Lions first.
He was Lions first, and then he went, he was
had quite a good career.
Yeah, he did. All right, Jay's Play of the Day is presented by Play Alberta, gaming made easy. Anytime, anywhere with Play Alberta, you have a full-time casino experience right at your fingertips. Play from your phone, tablet, or computer, whenever works for you. Download the Play Alberta app today and get started with a $50 casino bonus. Just deposit $20 with the promo code EST Casino. Play smart, play local, and remember to use your game sense.
Well, we got to go to this game. That is the Elks in Regina taking on the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Look, I feel that Cody Fajardo and that offense are going to be slinging the rock tonight.
Okay.
I visited practice twice last week.
Okay.
And there is a connection there with Cody Fajardo and Curly Gittins Jr. No question. It seems like they have a comfort. I'm not sure what it is, but man, Curly Gittins Jr. was getting fed the ball. So let's try it. Curly Gittins Jr. anytime touchdown score.
Okay.
Was boosted from plus 185 to plus 200.
Oh, nice.
So that's 3 times your money, essentially. So head over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials. And I'll say this particularly, Reid. What's it when you can tell the future?
Yeah, you're
Is it
Nostradamus?
Nostradamus?
Yeah.
So this is my Nostradamus.
You're a
predictor or prediction for tonight. Is a red zone offensive touchdown for Curly Gittens Jr.
So a play inside the 20 from inside the 25. Well, he had one already where they gave him the little jet sweep pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Curly Gittens Jr. Anytime touchdown. Head over to playalberta.ca. Go to EST Specials. Check out Jay's play of the day.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right, presented by Play Alberta. Curly Gittens Jr. to score a touchdown tonight for the Edmonton Elks. All right, we've started doing this every week here on the show. It's an absolute blast. We've had so much fun with it. It now has a jingle as well.
Name the animal.
All right.
You gotta let that
No,
run
that's
out,
not. It's
baby.
good. It just does the same thing over and over again.
I know it's
it sort of fades out a bit. All right. So it is Name the Animal. So here's the thing. Zachary Kubish has an animal sound. He's either recorded the sound of the animal or he has the animal live with him at his workstation. He's concealing the animal if so. So he is going to either play the sound of the animal or prompt the animal to make it sound. And Jason Milne and I will try to name the animal. We can sort of ask him questions along the way. The fewer hints we need, the higher score we get.
Yeah.
We'll you know what? We'll let everybody in the nasty chat post our score when we're done. That's all we're going to say. We're not going to give the parameters for the score. Just give us a score when we're done, once we name the animal. Now, people you can submit in the nasty chat. I'm going to tilt my computer, though.
Me too.
And you can text in to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. But you're just doing it for fun. This is for information and entertainment purposes. So if you name the animal, you don't win anything.
Right.
You just get the satisfaction of knowing you named the animal quicker than Jay and I did.
But if you do like that intro, or you did like that animal, that new intro for the Name the Animal segment, hammer the thumbs up.
Oh yeah, give us a thumbs up.
Let's go.
Let's get to
that. Was
100.
well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Coop, what do you got?
All right, Coop. Okay, no, there's multiple
Seems like
sounds there.
several
Is it the
animals.
sound in the foreground?
It's a foreground
Is it the
sound.
one that-
I should have clarified that. Yeah, it
That
sounds
one?
like a hiccup.
So play it again. Play it again. Okay, so there are definitely birds in the background. Like I wonder if that's
Sounds like a dog with something caught
or
in
it
its
could
throat.
be it's like a dog who's chain smoked. Give me
I
another-
never saw a dog with a cape.
with a cigarette. The dog is smoking. Why is the dog smoking?
I never saw a dog smoke.
I mean, first of all, the dog ain't. How's the dog holding the cigarette?
Was he just a chain smoker?
Okay, so
we're saying it's a.
should we ask him if it's a bird,
If it's a
or
bird?
maybe it's a jungle habitat and there's something else in the foreground making that noise?
It was like a.
Yeah, that noise itself didn't sound bird-like to me, but. Jeez, is that okay? I'm going to ask if it's from the wild. Is that from the wild or from captivity?
Captivity.
So it's in captivity.
Ask.
Okay, is it a bird?
It is not a bird, no.
It is not a bird. So it's something that's with birds in a zoo?
I'd assume some sort of animal sanctuary or some form of something. Yeah.
Wow, that is a good one. I can't think of what would make that noise. I mean, it could if it's not a bird. It's okay. It's probably a land animal. I doubt it's a whale or a dolphin. It's just that little. It does sound like a dog that's on the verge of vomiting.
Just trying to think how we can.
Well, we can ask.
Is it four-legged?
Yeah, ask that.
Is it four-legged?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's some sort of a. I wonder if that's a mating call, or if that's its actual. You know what I mean?
Or is it just sitting there chilling out with all these birds in the background, like, meh,
hey,
meh,
hey,
shut up? He's telling the birds to shut up. Enough. Did we have these in Alberta?
Maybe in a zoo, but not that I've seen.
Not in the
not
wild.
native to Alberta.
All right. Is it? Well, I guess we do. Do you want to do the size or feline, canine type of thing, a mammal? What do you think?
Yeah, we got to narrow this down. Can we ask what continent it would be found on?
Yeah, we can do that too.
What continent would it be found on primarily?
North America.
North America.
Is there a sports team named after this?
Ooh.
Wait a second.
Ooh, that's a great one. Are you thinking the same thing?
I got bad information. South America. I got bad info, okay?
No, I was
Forget what I said. South America.
South America?
Yeah.
It's in South America. Okay.
Those exist in South America.
Is it a mammal?
Yes.
And there's not a sports team named after it in North America that you can rethink.
Not that you know
The Big
of.
Four. Not
on the Big Four. Maybe a minor league ball team.
Okay.
But no. Nobody's going to name themselves after
Is
this.
it larger than Gager's dog, Boone?
Ooh. No, it's smaller.
It'd be smaller. Is it smaller than a house cat?
It's bigger than a house cat.
Bigger than a house cat. Is it a feline?
No.
Is it a monkey of some sort?
No.
Did we say it has 4 legs?
Yes.
So it gets around on its legs, and it's a mammal.
And it's not a feline.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that rules out a bunch of stuff. Is it something like well,
what's
that's not a good
South
question.
American that's not cat-like?
And it's not a monkey, but it's on 4 legs. Is it like an armadillo or something like that?
It is not an armadillo.
Anteater-ish? That style of animal?
I don't think it comes from that same genome.
But it's a mammal.
What clue would you give us if you could give us one clue?
Possum?
They've been popular. They are a popular animal online.
A meerkat?
No.
A panda? Red panda?
No, but they're adorable.
Fox?
No. And this is South America?
It's what it says
Not
on
Africa?
the Google machine.
Play it again.
Now, more specifically, from Venezuela, northern Argentina, and throughout the Amazon River Basin.
So it's a jungle animal? Would we associate it with the jungle?
They probably get eaten in the jungle.
Is it a meerkat?
No.
So it's not a top predator.
It's very low on the food chain.
Is it a pig-like animal?
Visually?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it a warthog?
No.
Is it a?
You could say it looks like a pig.
It looks
in certain
like
forms.
It looks like a pig.
In certain characteristics of it looks.
Does
like
it have a snout
pig.
like a pig?
It has a form of snout. Yes.
There's a form of a snout. Is it?
Is it an anteater?
No.
Okay, we're going heavy on time here. What time is it? Well, we got about a minute. Okay, is it black?
No. Mainly brown.
Mainly brown.
South America.
Would Jay and I pet this animal if we saw one?
You would love to pet one of these animals.
Really?
Why am I blanking?
What is going on here? Do humans eat it?
No. I would say not if they wanted to, out of necessity.
So it's is it the size of a beagle, a medium-sized dog?
It's 3.2 to 4.2 feet in length, 1.6 to 2 feet in height at the shoulder.
Height.
They can weigh
would love to
between
pet
60 and 174 pounds.
Why is it big online?
Is there a cartoon character that based on it?
No, it blew up on media.
Is it that little hippo?
It is not Mudang.
Is it a hippo?
No,
It
because
is not a
it's
hippo.
South America.
Oh,
Yeah.
it blew up online.
Yeah, it blew up. It's very popular. It's a smaller, friendly sort of animal. They blew up because of its looks, and there's a song after it. I'm not sure if you guys have heard the song or seen the things online.
Baby shark.
It is not a shark.
Good guess.
That's all I know.
Huh.
We need a massive hint. We need an almost giveaway hint. It's taking way too long.
Yeah, the largest
low
rodent.
scores.
It is the largest rodent in the world.
A possum.
No.
The largest rodent in the world. I don't know all the rodents in the world.
Can live up to 7 years. They're herbivores.
Is it like the Pomona Toomba thing? What are those
Ooh,
things from
that's-
Lion King?
I don't know what they are.
That's a meerkat.
Is it a hedgehog?
It is a meerkat. No, it is not a hedgehog. There's no cartoons after this
All
animal.
right, I think you got to tell us what it is.
I think we got
We
beat.
get
It's
zero.
a capybara.
Don't know what that is. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Wow. A capybara. They made a whole song off of it. I'll pull it up for those on YouTube as well, but this is what a capybara is.
Okay, I maybe have seen that before. We
James
never
Stewart.
would have got that.
Oh, wow.
It's a
People
very
were
furry
VR
little-
Montenegro put in capybara.
You would know
a few
a
minutes
capybara.
ago. Somebody put in Amos Moses put in capybara. That's pretty good, guys. That's pretty good. Somebody said baby T-Rex, a jungle hog, a honey badger, a house hippo, a platypus, a jackalope. What else did people guess? The Pomona or Toomba. What are their names? What are their names?
Timon and Pumbaa.
Oh, I mixed the letters up. I didn't do that on purpose. I honestly don't know what they're called. Jason LeDuc is giving us 1 dung beetle ball out of 10 for our score.
That should be the ranking.
Rip City Step minus 75 points. Oh no, Jason LeDuc has reduced it to 0 dung beetle balls. Yeah,
That's fair.
we
We
get a very
stunk.
low score.
We were awful.
Give us your score. We did terrible.
We did awful.
Like that. That wasn't even fun. I might cancel that segment now. It's
terrible.
stupid. And we're gonna hunt every capybara in the universe. And,
I'm gonna have a capybara for supper.
Take their pelt. You can text us 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, featuring Italia Restaurant, home of the $6.99 brunch special, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays. Buying or selling for Damon Bunting when we get back?
The Lock Shop.
That win for Montreal is massive, and what a confidence booster for Bethel Thompson. I mean, I think they had to realize that, with this hamstring injury and considering what happened with Alexander coming back and then getting hurt, they're going to need to give him some time away. So they're going to be rolling with Claude Bethel Thompson. It could go one way or the other to the Toronto Argonauts. Like, they don't have Chad Kelly right now. They're 1-5.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
If you aren't wearing a Connect belt, what are you waiting for? A one-size-fits-all belt with a smooth, hole-free track system makes it adjustable for the perfect fit. With fully customizable options, you can choose your belt color, material, and buckle to suit your style. 100% Canadian-owned and operated, Connect belts are designed for work, everyday wear, and even a round of golf. Check out the large selection of men's and women's styles at www.knktbelts.com. Connect Belts, the perfect fit every time.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
The Canadian Brewhouse is turning up the flavor this summer with our new summer feature menu. Try our jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp tostadas, and street corn salsa. Bold bites made for patio season. Get them while it's hot. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
From the land of the living skies, the Elks and Riders duke it out. Cody Fajardo gets a start for Edmonton against Saskatchewan's Trevor Harris. Join Mattawanna, Milne for the Green and Gold kickoff show as they go live at 6, only on EST. Down south, Justin Jefferson of the Vikings missed practice with a mild hamstring strain. He'll be reevaluated next week, and free agent DJ Chark has signed a 1-year deal in Atlanta. For the Islanders, Maxim Siplikov signs for 2 years at $4.5 million total. He had 34 points, 10 goals in 77 games last season. MLB action has Toronto and Detroit matching up. Jays winning 11-4 in the series opener last night. Jose Barrios is the man for Toronto. First pitch at 5:10. Right now there's one game. Top of the 7th, Marlins and Brewers tied at 1 apiece. For the Riverhawks, they're in Kelowna facing the Falcons. Edmonton winning 9-1 in their series closer against the Apple Sox yesterday. On the court, it's the Stingers and Sea Bears butting heads. Listen to the action right here on EST as we join midway through the action starting at 7 o'clock. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Okay, thanks a lot for tuning in this afternoon. Game day for your Edmonton Elks. They are visiting the Saskatchewan Roughriders. 7 o'clock kickoff. Elks 1-4, last in the West. Riders 5-1, first in the West. As I mentioned earlier, oddly enough, the road team has won 4 straight games in this series, and 8 of the last 10 between the Elks and the Riders has gone to the visiting team. So the Elks hope that trend continues tonight. Jason Milne, of course, here. Zachary Kubish, your technical producer and sports update deliverer. We're pulling little, we were calling them stickers, but they're not stickers. What are they? Adhesives? They're adhesives that was keeping the foam padding on the wall.
Yeah.
We've actually made pretty good progress during the course of the show. Now, for me, though, it's getting to the point where I can't reach any. I can't reach.
That's good. That means we're making progress.
But I can't. I don't know if I'm going to be able to climb up during the breaks and get very many off.
Scalding Gourd got Capybara. Dave in Section T.
Wow.
Pitwall Nasty.
Everybody knew it except us.
Dave in Section T said they're actually delicious.
He probably has them on the tailgate before Elks games. Rip City Step says enemies of the show, Capybaras. Mech says, is Reid aware of the movie Flow? What is that?
I don't know.
I guess I'm not. Is that animated? Flow movie. 2024 film. It's an animated film. It's no dialogue, follows a cat trying to survive along with other animals in a seemingly post-apocalyptic world as the water level dramatically rises. Well, what a great story for children.
You're savage.
Well, maybe it's not a kid's movie. I don't know. And I guess there are capybaras in that film.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Flow has become the most viewed theatrical film in Latvian history. It has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, so I'll have to watch it. Is it targeted to children, though, or is it just an animated film that's with more of an adult theme? Because from just what I read there, that doesn't sound like a kid's, hey, guys, what do you want to see? The one about penguins going to Madagascar or the one about a cat almost drowning because the world is flooding? Your choice, kids. Huh? Your choice. What do you want to see? Or do you want to go see the movie with the dog wearing a cape?
Who came up with a dog with a cape? When did that arrive? I watched Superman for years on television. I never saw a dog with a cape.
That's Mike Francesa from, what's he on, the Bet Rivers podcast network or something now? He used to be Mike and the Mad Dog in New York.
I don't know, yeah.
Big name.
Bet Rivers, yeah.
Big name, but we're kind of making fun of his Superman review. I mean, if he didn't like it, it's fine. The angle, we watched a good chunk of the review. He basically said, I don't like science fiction films. And then he proceeded to rip Superman apart. Like, why did you go?
Yeah, I think he was just wanting the old,
or he likes the character of Superman. Yeah, he wanted
felt
it to
the
be.
The story was diluted unnecessarily.
But a Superman movie should be, here's a guy with powers, villains with powers, and they're going to fight. Which I think is still what happens in the film.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. But Fantastic Four is getting good reviews, which I'm happy to see. I want to go see that. Yeah. Galactus is the villain. He's a big guy that eats planets.
Yeah, cool.
You're not that into comics, eh? You just tolerate my love of them.
I'm zero into comics.
Like, sometimes, have you ever been, what is Reid talking about?
Yeah, often.
How does he possibly like that?
Often.
Okay, no, just with the comic book stuff, not general everything.
Yeah, the comic books, I've never been, I was never into comic books as a child. So it's not like I want to try now.
Right.
I think it's too late.
That ship has sailed.
So
did you watch any of the Iron Man, Spider-Man,
I watched
Batman,
Iron
Dark
Man.
Knight? Yeah.
I've never seen Spider-Man, the movie.
There's a few of them now.
But I did watch Iron Man. What else? Oh, like X-Men.
Yeah.
I watched some of those.
Yeah, the first couple were pretty good.
But
those are like over 20 years old now.
Like a unicorn when it comes to things that most people like.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I'm not really there. I like sports. And like even my kids.
Well, as do I.
Well, I know you do, but I'll force sports on myself even on an off night. Like what's on that's live.
Yeah.
I crave that.
Well, I watch the leagues I watch the most are NHL, CFL, and NFL.
Yeah.
Whether it's for work or just stuff
Do you know there's an
watching.
NFL game like before the end of the month?
Yeah, the Hall of Fame game's on the 31st, isn't it?
Crazy.
Yeah, well, training camps are underway.
They are.
Yeah, Chuba's hard at work with the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. Terry McLaurin still hasn't signed with the Commanders.
Are you concerned about that?
No, I'm not. I just hope it doesn't turn into a thing more than it is. I think they just got to get it done. Don't let it carry on too much longer because then it becomes something. And then feelings can get hurt. People can leave. And Terry McLaurin is a huge part of that offense. The main piece of the offense.
No, Daniels.
Yeah, but he ain't passing all those passes to Deebo Samuel. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, they have Deebo now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's good.
Yeah, he has been. He wasn't that good last year. So
wasn't he hurt for a while or did he hold out? What was it?
TBD. Well, yeah, he both.
He was both. Okay.
No, I don't know that he held out. That was Brandon Ayuk.
Right.
And then he had a stinker of a season. So, yeah, I don't like these situations to carry on. Just get it done. Get it signed up.
Elks Riders tonight. We have buying or selling for Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. So I have one for you, and I'm sorry if this sends people into a tizzy.
Okay.
Because it's probably not something we need to focus on right now, but it's buying or selling. It can be a bit of a what if. Okay.
Sure. I love
And we
what
were
ifs.
talking about the Riders having left the decrepit Taylor Field for the new stadium, right? The Bombers went into a new stadium. Hamilton went into a new stadium, though the reviews on that one are mixed at best, maybe
Sure.
about how they did. It's not even Tim Hortons. Is it now just Hamilton Stadium? It's not Tim Hortons Field anymore?
I don't know.
I think it's just Hamilton
Is it
Stadium
okay?
now. BC had the roof renovation. Calgary clearly needs a new stadium. I think Ottawa's going to fix theirs up. So buying or selling, a priority for Larry Thompson as the owner of the Elks should be to build a 30 to 35,000 seat stadium for the Elks. Buying or selling?
100% selling.
Okay.
I've never been on board with wanting to do that in Edmonton. The Commonwealth Stadium has its purpose. That's the reason you get concerts like Metallica and AC/DC and The Weeknd.
Def Leppard.
Def Leppard. And I'm still holding out hope that the upper deck and the lower deck, the lower deck can be mostly full and the upper deck can be half full when this team turns it around. I want to see Commonwealth Stadium back to where it was when I remember it as growing up and working the 50-50 with the Wildcats and having a big crowd. I think that can happen. I don't know that building a stadium is really what is needed. If you really wanted to dive deep into it, I actually think if you could offer some renovations to Commonwealth Stadium, that would be useful. I think you can bring that stadium, the seating, right up to behind the bench. You can do that right now. You can change the layout of the concourse a bit for when there is a big concert. It's kind of a cluster. You can use the outside area, maybe open that up for walking. But no, I'm definitely selling on the notion of anybody building a new stadium for this football club. They have one. It's fine. And it's under
50 years old, Jay.
But what's wrong with it?
Nothing is wrong with it. It's just, is it time for something new? Now, you're right. There were 54,000 people at the weekend. Leopard was not here when I saw them a couple weeks ago, but Labor Day weekend in 2022, they did the show with Motley Crue, Joan Jett, Poison, and there probably weren't 50,000 people there. There might have been over 30 for sure. So, and now the other thing is we'd like to host soccer matches sometimes. Could you still not do that in a 35,000 seat stadium and sell it out?
Yeah, but Metallica's not coming here for a 35,000 seat stadium because you can't have both.
Well, I'm not saying Commonwealth would be demolished or would have to be built on the site of Commonwealth. I don't know. It'd be there for really large events, I guess.
Just don't think you can sustain it just as a single purpose for large events.
Like if it's only used half a dozen times a year. Like for the motocross, the monster trucks. What's that weird ski jumping thing they've had in the past?
I just don't you can. Okay, Tango says new stadium is needed. Why? Why is a new stadium needed?
Wouldn't it? Okay, I'm a little split on this, but just to take the opposite side from you,
yeah, sure.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a 35,000 seat stadium, and it has some sort of a dome, retractable or it's domed, and when the Elks play on November 5th and it's minus 20, you're like, I don't want to go to the game. You can go sit inside. Or it's rain, or these thunderstorms that always delay games. We don't have to worry about it. We can play. We can dome it.
Yeah, but I mean, Larry's not paying for that. Who's paying for it?
Probably not.
Right?
Probably not.
These are the realities of this discussion: is who's paying for it.
No, I'm
not a tax-paying citizen in Edmonton. I don't live in Edmonton. Okay, so it wouldn't be on my tax burden, but it would be on plenty of yours.
So Mosaic cost $278 million.
How long ago was that?
Well, basically 10 years.
Right.
Little
so
over 10
that's
years.
doubled.
Probably, yeah.
Right. So you're talking of, $550 to $600 million for a new stadium. I would suggest to just keep using this one and maybe bring the seating right down to the field.
How do you change the seating though?
You dig it out.
Tearing it all out.
Dig the
well,
stadium
you might as well
out.
build a new stadium then.
No, that's a drop in the bucket compared to building a new stadium. Is lowering that.
Oh, so you would lower the field and then build
bring
stands down.
Bring it right down. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because that is
well, the
wasted
track.
space.
Yeah, the track is. It's been a while since there was a track event there, I think.
I was actually looking at it today. You could really slope very slightly seats down right at field level and still make it happen right now.
Oh, really?
I mean, it would take some doing, but you can work with this. And I honestly, I don't. Are the bathrooms, are they not up to par? Gager says there's nobody ever in lineup at food, for food needs at Commonwealth. Now, when a big
people going to games,
right? When there's a big show, yeah, that can be problematic. It's hard to get around. It's hard to go get a hot dog. They can remedy that.
But we also have to accept crowds are part of a sporting event.
They are, which is why they've closed up the upper bowl,
right,
to force people to sit in the lower bowl. But there will be a day when this city supports a winning football team like none other in the CFL. like none other. And now Regina has capped what they can do.
Right.
If Edmonton is winning and they are, let's say 2015-esque, where they are hosting a West final and winning, that kind of team,
that vibe, yeah,
that's a 45,000 person crowd, no doubt. No doubt, they show up. That is a beautiful stadium to watch football in. I've never understood the discussion as to, well, it's old. We need a new one. Well, why? What's wrong with it? Are the sightlines bad? No, they're great.
Vincenzo says we have the nicest stadium in the CFL. No need to change anything. I would argue with that. From what I've heard, Winnipeg and Regina did damn good jobs with their stadiums.
They did. They're beautiful. But I've been to Winnipeg. I've been throughout. And by all accounts, of what I understand, Regina is somewhat similar.
Right.
Their old stadiums were decrepit. They were falling apart.
Yeah, they were outdated. To me, and I will say the Commonwealth to me does not feel outdated.
No.
I mean, it's a big, the concourses are wide enough. And I mean, if there's a lot of people there, any stadium you go to is going to feel crowded. There's a point where the footprint can only be so big. I'm glad I brought that up. I didn't think I was going to get that strong an opinion from you.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely selling on the need for a new stadium.
Yeah, do you have a buying or selling for me before we go?
I do not.
Before we break? That was it. That was a good buying or selling.
That was perfect.
Took up the whole segment. It's almost like we know what we're doing. We're going to have Fired Up for Gemco. We're going to have a really special guest at about 4:40. Cooper Troy, Harry Ainlay offensive lineman who's committed to the University of Hawaii. He's got to finish grade 12 first. Incredible story. We'll talk to him. We'll have the oil understood. We're going to look at some Stanley Cup odds. I think we're going to do a second Name the Animal. And during the break, we're going to keep pulling the adhesives off the wall. Here comes the Coop.
33-year-old Cody Fajardo gets a call for the Elks as they hit the field in Saskatchewan, battling the 5-1 Riders. Milne, Milne tee up the action during the Green and Gold kickoff show, which airs live at 6 right here on EST. In the NFL, Viking star Justin Jefferson missed practice today with a mild hamstring strain. He will be reevaluated next week, and the Falcons make a move, picking up former Charger DJ Chark on a 1-year deal. From New York, it's the Islanders re-upping Maxim Siplikov on a 2-year, $4.5 million extension. He had 35 points, 10 goals in 77 games for the Islanders last season. In Detroit, it's the Jays and Tigers rematching. Toronto holding first in the AL East, leading the second-place Yankees by 4.5 games. Jose Barrios gets a start for Toronto. First pitch at 5:10. Right now, bottom of the 7th, the Marlins have taken a 5-1 lead over the Brewers. And on the road, it's the Riverhawks open up a 3-game series against the Falcons. First pitch at 7:35. And the Stingers are also in action. EST's got you covered with live coverage of the game. We join the game midway through the contest at 7 o'clock as they face the Sea Bears. This Sports Update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring, proudly serving Edmonton and area for over 30 years. Their West End showroom is open 7 days a week. You can shop online at paramountflooring.ca. A brief intermission before the Reid Wilkins Show returns. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Justin Dunk of 3 Down Nation. There are definitely Fajardo jerseys in the stands consistently that I've seen at Mosaic Stadium throughout the last couple of years, but I do think that the fans are going to boo him just because he's on the opposing team. And Corey May said, hey, it's Christmas in July. That's a theme for this game for the Riders, but he wants a bunch of Grinches to show up to make it hard for the Elks to get a win.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, presented by Southport Chevrolet. Weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Tonight on Will It Store? One man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Believe in me, the dreams that I foresee. Believe in me, believe in me, believe in me, the dreams that I foresee. Believe in
Okay,
me.
thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Happy Friday. Along with Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. In the banquet studio, the banquet summer feature menu is here. Bacon-wrapped pickles, spicy Korean noodle bowls, and cocktails like the Pink Lady and the Blueberry Hibiscus Smash. Try now at the banquet. Get real. Play hard. Oh, my goodness. We're up. There's some over there I couldn't pull up. Bronco Nick saying I need to use a hairdryer. We can get most of them without the hairdryer.
We've been using a hairdryer in the Hangout studio, and I don't know how, like, it might help a bit. My thumb's getting beat up here.
Well,
from the ripping part off.
Well, once we're done the show, I think we can finish it using the tool. One of us can finish it.
I think I gotta switch hands.
Yeah, I was using both hands. But that tool will help get a corner up, and then you can pull it from there. How many are left? Maybe close to probably under 200 now.
Well, if you take this area here, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 35. There's about 40 right there. So times that by, 5 or 6, 200, 240, something like that. We're making progress.
Yeah, we're making progress. We've done a lot today. And I mean, really, we do have time to do it. Well, there's somebody painting this weekend.
TBD, bro.
TBD. We're not making the call on that.
It's above my pay grade.
It is much far above. We're stuck doing this show. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hope you have a great weekend ahead. 7 o'clock tonight, Elks at Riders. Fajardo, of course, in at quarterback. David Beard returning. He missed a couple games. At center. He did dress last game, right? But now he's starting for this one.
Yes, he is active at starting center.
As the Riders looking very, very good. We'll see if the Elks can pull off the upset. We'll see how much of a difference Cody Fajardo makes. And so what do you expect the defense to do differently then, if they're scheming differently?
Be in better positions to, I guess, not give up big runs. You're not going to stop the passing game.
Right.
But hopefully limit their run game. Limit AJ Ouellette. Make them beat you with the pass. But be in better positions as a secondary to try and, because with Rourke, it was like pitch and catch. There was not much Edmonton was doing that would be deemed as quality defense in any aspect.
Right.
So hopefully, and we'll see. Look, football is a game of emotion. I've said this a lot, I believe, so forgive me for repeating myself, but if that offense is going out and they're chugging along doing their job, that rubs off on the defense. That rubs off on the special teams. That brings, ships rise together. And teams certainly do that as well. So if this offense can get going, it's a different mindset for the entire team.
Got a limerick here from VR Montenegro emailing Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. To say that Saskatchewan's flat is just silly, in my experience, the land is quite hilly. The Elks are there tonight. Hope they put up a fight. Capybaras run wild in the jungles of Chile. That's pretty good. We'll get to a couple other limericks a little bit later on. Time to get fired up for Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years. The authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco 9281 50th Street. So we're gonna be fired up about. Well, we're gonna reminisce a little bit. First of all, about this studio, about transitioning to the new. Well, that's not reminiscing, but we're excited to go to the new studio. We're excited about the continued growth of EST, and who knows what else might be announced or still coming in our future, which is pretty cool to think about the possibilities there. But do you remember the first time you came to this location?
I do. I'll probably never forget it. I came here. Dusty had reached out to talk to me about coming on the hangout every so often.
Okay.
There was no timeline set. Just said, look, we're going to roll through different people, different sports-minded people in the community.
Right.
Think you'd do well at it. So come by. We'll show you the studio. And at the time I was coming, Dusty had these lawn signs made.
Oh, right.
That said, Edmonton Sports Talk, follow us here. Do that, this is the same guys, but we're just over here now. I was coming to get a few of those to put in front of my store.
Oh, wow.
Yvonne.
Okay. Yeah.
And I remember Maddie was here. And oddly enough, Maddie was here. Tom was here. Eric, they were,
which of those guys did you know besides Dustin?
I never met any of them. Other than Dustin.
Okay.
And I brought muffins. Yeah. So I was well received. And it was just oddly enough, the day I came here, they were putting up the exact things that we're taking down.
Oh, no way.
Tom and Matt were like, I know Tom was stuck in the back room. Maddie was putting them up in here. And you could tell things were happening, right? So it was very encouraging to see what they had already done. I mean, it looked totally different. None of the wall wraps were up. But it was cool. And little did I know that was the start of something that would become a much bigger part of my life.
Your job.
My job. I remember the first hangout I ever did. I was terrified. I was so nervous. It'd be fun to go back and watch that. Much like it would be fun to go back and watch our first show.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have a lot of fun. I was probably terrible.
But, you don't get into that comfort for a while. So it was, I'll never forget that. So yeah, that was my first time here. When was your first visit here?
So I think it was and I just looked at I just put in my Google calendar, and so before I worked here, I was on the hangout April of 24, January of 24, November of 23, but I think I was on in September of 23. I think I was on in the third or fourth week you guys were open. I just think I don't have it in my calendar. But I remember, so 1260 got shut down, and I had Jason Greger on Inside Sports within a week or two of that happening. Because it was now a story, and it wasn't like it was shut down, right? So Jason came on, and then later in the summer, I asked Dustin to come on, and I played a whole bunch of clips of him going, "What is happening?" from all the play-by-play, and we joked about that. And then I remember when we were done, he said, I trust you because you know what we're trying to do, and just I know you're not going to burn anybody. He goes, "We're starting Edmonton Sports Talk." And I was like, "Oh, cool, good for you guys." And then somebody asked me to come on the hangout, and I think that was in September of 23. So I came here, and I thought, kind of neat. I didn't know what to expect because I didn't know what setup they would have. Really, I'd seen some stuff, and I was like, they did a pretty good job, pretty professional looking. You could tell they were still getting going. And then I remember sitting here in this room after the hangout, just me and Dustin, and him saying, "Yeah, we want to have a morning show at some point,
an
afternoon show, And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." And he's like, "Yeah." And it was just kind of like this weird eye contact, you can't really say too much. It's but that's when sort of I think the first seed
So was
got
that
planted.
the first? What? Okay,
that was
did Dusty said that to you?
Yes.
And what was your immediate thought? Nothing, or was it like
my first? I don't know if it was an immediate thought. My thought was, I wonder if he'd be interested in me doing it, and I wonder if I'll work here someday.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I remember thinking that early on, and he didn't even formally say, because that didn't get going till much later. When I was employed and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I remember even at that point thinking this wouldn't be a bad place to work. I wonder if there'd ever be a show for me here someday.
Okay, that is funny because I was now a part of, I had inserted myself into the hangout. Let's just put it that way. I was like, you guys ain't getting rid of me. And in my head, I had known at that time that I was going to be closing down our stores.
Right, okay.
And that I was going to be moving on to something else. And I didn't know at the time what it was.
Okay.
But I remember this because it was October 5th of 2023. It was a Thursday night football game. The Bears were taking on the Commanders, and we had a watch party at Century Casino.
Okay.
And that was the first time I said to Dustin, hey, at the end of next March, I'm going to be a little bit of a free agent. Is there anything here for me?
Oh, I thought you were like, are there any furniture stores you need me to run?
And he said that talk got serious very fast. He's like, well, I got to ask you to be quiet about this, but I think Reid might be interested in coming over from 630 Ched, or at least we've talked about it. And I said, okay, well, how does that work? Well, let's just, kind of wait and see, but would you be interested, Jay?
Right.
I said, are you kidding me? Of course I'd be interested. So that was the first time that we had ever discussed that or anything long-term or full-time for me.
And now we're working together. And now we're leaving this office.
Yeah.
For a far superior workspace, I believe. And it's going to look great. It's going to be great. Growth is nice, buddy. Growth is nice. It's pretty cool.
So Sheesh Edits, to answer your question, who convinced Jay to join EST? Well, honestly, it was kind of the group, the original four that, Maddie was in the hangout mostly with me. So I got to know Matt quite well. And then before I was even working here, I was doing the Green and Gold kickoff show. And at that point, I wasn't a full-time guy.
Yep.
So Matt was a big part of it. Dusty, for sure. Took a bit of a leap of faith with me, which I'll always be thankful for.
Yep.
And obviously you, because you had to sign off on that, I'm sure, at some point.
Working with you?
Yeah.
No, not really. That was part of it. That was the condition of the job.
Can you imagine if we just butted heads? If we were just, if I was
but
just
you've asked me, but you've brought that up to me before, and this is going to sound cocky, but I don't mean it that way. But I said this to you one day. I said, Jay, if there was a problem with the show, it wasn't me who was going to be taken off the show.
That's true. That's a good point.
It wasn't the established guy who was going to get swapped out.
Well, and it's a fair point. And I will say, though, after our first meeting at Smitty's Westmount,
that was the first time we were alone together.
We were alone together.
Yeah, it was good. And I didn't pay.
That's right.
I was going to walk out. I was going to walk out without paying.
You did say to me, you said, Jay, you know what? I'm going to make you one hell of a sports broadcaster.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Well, I don't know if I'm making you. Hopefully I'm helping you
guiding
in
me.
some regard.
Sure, you're holding my hand.
Well, I don't know about that.
I need that weed. Wow, this has been a trip down memory lane.
Well, yeah, and it's not even that many. It's not even a year of memories yet. So it's cool.
It's good we talk about it now because we'll forget about them soon.
Nick says, question for discussion. What's been your favorite moment in that office so far? Has to have happened in the office. Well, doing all our dunk videos was pretty fun till my eye exploded. We'll come up with something in the new office to get that going again because that was pretty fun. Like a single moment? That's hard to pick one. It's a joyful place to come to work every day. There's a lot of camaraderie. There's a lot of fun, yes, but there's a lot of very hard and dedicated work going on. Like a favorite moment. We make each other laugh a lot, all of us.
There was like wasn't a Christmas party, but it was like Maddie's parents came in. It was around the season.
Okay.
But it was kind of like a little Christmas party or a miniature Christmas party. I thought that was good because everybody was here.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I just didn't know if you wanted me to say that on air. The engineer's Christmas party. Let's put it that way. That was fun. And we had a watch party where the Oilers turned around their season. You were probably in discussion at that point, but you certainly weren't here and certainly weren't on the stream.
Right.
And that was funny because I remember getting comment after comment, who is this guy sitting in the stream? And they were talking about me. that was pretty neat. But that was a fun day because I wonder if we're going to do that now more. Have a little watch party or a stream.
Yeah, we may do something
and allow
like that.
people to come into our office. You know, at least
You never know.
We'll see.
The sky's the limit, baby.
Big Brother's
That's the
a
great
big
thing
deal.
about EST. 780-218-9999 is how you can text us, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. I'll tell you what, the sky's the limit for our next guest. Just going into grade 12. He's already got an NCAA commitment. That's coming up.
Cody Fajardo makes his first start for the Elks as they take on the Riders. Matawanek, J. Milne, I've got you covered as they preview the action during the Green and Gold kickoff show. Coverage starts at 6 right here on EST. In NFL news, DJ Chark signs for next season in Atlanta. He played for the Chargers last year. Plus, Justin Jeffrey of the Vikings missed practice this morning with a hamstring strain. They'll reevaluate next week. In hockey, Maxim Chiplikov gets paid $4.5 million over 2 seasons with the Islanders on an extension. He had 35 points, 10 goals in 77 games played last season. Meanwhile, Toronto and Detroit battle for the second of 4 total games. Jays smacking the Tigers 11-4 last night. Jose Barrios gets a start today. First pitch at 5:10. And in the end of the 8th inning, Marlins up 5-1 over the Brewers, while the D-backs and Pirates are warming up. And Riverhawks, they also play there in Kelowna against the Falcons. Edmonton beat Wenatchee 9-3 last night to split the series. And from Winnipeg, the Stingers and Sea Bears tip off. Catch the action on any of EST's audio streams. We join midway through the contest starting at 7. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since 93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The show continues after a brief break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
You'll open up a playbook for Cody Fajardo because you don't think Trey can do it. But you didn't run an offense with Trey that suits his style because Trey is a mobile quarterback. I will go back on its solid head coach, but he's been one of the better offensive coordinators we've seen in the Canadian Football League in a while. It's Paul Lapalese. And he was on SportsCenter after the Elks lost to the Lions, and he says, why aren't we seeing a rolled out design run for Trey Ford this season?
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Salute to Service is back. Your Edmonton Elks battle the Hamilton Tiger Cats Saturday, August 2nd, 1300 hours. We're incredibly grateful for all those who serve our community, so we're dedicating this game to them with a celebration for all service workers, featuring a pre-game flyover by the Royal Canadian Air Force, and see who wins our inaugural Salute to Service Cup flag football tournament. EE Salute to Service, presented by James H. Brown & Associates, Alberta Injury Lawyers. Tickets start at just $20. Score yours now at GoElks.com.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Tonight on Will It Store? 1 man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Okay, thanks a lot for joining us. Now, if you're on the audio stream, we'll describe it. If you're on YouTube, you'll be able to see it. So in the process of moving here and getting stuff done, one of the camera that does a wide shot of the studio got knocked. So it's still mounted on the wall, but it's angled now down. Well, you can see one of my arms.
You if you lean into it.
And yeah, I guess.
There you are.
I'm not near my mic, though, if I do that. And you can see part of Coob's workstation. But if you just turned it on YouTube right now, you would think, what are they showing? What is going on here? So that's pretty funny. Yes, our last Reid Wilkins show with Jason Milne in this studio. Monday morning, well, you guys will do the Green and Gold shows tonight.
Yeah.
Monday morning, Nielsen show in here. Then that'll be it for this room. The last hangout in this building Monday morning. The shows 11 to 6 will be from Westgate BP on Monday, and then Tuesday 6 a.m. where all systems go, theoretically, in the new space. We'll be ready.
Coob, I'll ask him to reconnect.
Ready.
I'll just ask him to reconnect and sign in again. Coob.
Oh yeah, Waddick's not sure what's happening. Waddick has no clue what's happening. What are you doing right now? What do you call that again? You do it as some spackle, and then you're going to
patching. You're patching.
He's patching, and then he's going to tape over it.
Spackle is
was that the spray on the ceiling,
the popcorn ceiling, and
popcorn
the
ceiling
spackling?
Stuff? I'm the least handy person with that kind of stuff. I don't really know about. I'm not a handy guy at all. Like I ain't doing my own renovations or anything.
Yeah, Matt's doing his best. He's doing quite well.
Matt is doing fine.
He's
patching. Made a lot of progress today. It's been a good day, I think, moving wise.
We're leaving this place better than we received.
Oh, probably. Yeah. What's happening with all this on the wall here?
It's probably going to go in the garbage.
Oh, this is not applicable anymore?
Oh, yeah. If you want to bid on this.
If you want this stuff.
And the funds go to EST helps. EST gives back.
Right.
There you go. We should
we could auction
Somebody
that off.
might be able to put this in their office or their workplace.
But then they could pretend they're us, though. They could do their own stream.
Oh, dang. AI, our voices.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible.
Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why settle for less when you can have it all? Only Play Alberta brings you casino games, live dealers, lottery, instants, and sports betting all in one place. Players can get a $50 bonus by depositing $20 and using the code EST Casino. You can get a free $50 sports bet by putting in $20 and using the code EST Sports. Don't forget to use your game sense. Go to playalberta.ca, click sports, click EST specials. Jay's play of the day is Gittins gets a touchdown.
Curly Gittins Jr. anytime touchdown.
One or more touchdowns.
Yep. Hopefully 4.
That'd be good.
It'd be a big game.
That would be a huge game.
Yeah, that's 24 points.
Oh yeah. Depending on how you do your fantasy.
Well, you don't get 7 points.
No, you get 6.
You get 6.
Aren't there some leagues where a touchdown's 4?
Well, it depends
passing,
if it's a PPR league, pass per reception. So you'd get 6 plus point for the reception. And some leagues have, if it's a longer shot, like over 30.
Yeah. The league I'm in has the goofiest scoring.
Right.
It's the only fantasy league I'm doing. I always complain about it. But yeah, they have, if you have a passing touchdown of over 50 yards and a running touchdown of over 30 yards, you get like 4 bonus points.
Huh.
Yeah. And it's PPR. So if you got like if you got a 60-yard touchdown, it'd be 6 for the touchdown, 6 for the yardage, 1 for the reception, and I think a 4-point bonus. So it'd be like a
17 points.
Like a 17
what? That doesn't
point
make
touchdown.
sense.
No,
That's
some
ridiculous.
things in the league don't make sense.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Are we connected yet, Coop? We're still working on our guest?
Still working away.
Okay,
yeah.
we'll get him right away.
That's okay.
We're
We'll
gonna
get
have Cooper
him.
Troy on the show from Harry Ainlay. Was he just in the Canada Cup we were talking about? What was he in?
Yeah, he was in the Canada Cup. And by all accounts, I was talking with Taylor Stiles, who's over at Football Alberta, about Cooper Troy, and he told me that we would just hand the ball off and run behind him. And it was quite successful. He also said that if they could have, if they needed to, they could have played him on the defensive side of the ball.
Right.
And he would have been the best defensive lineman in the tournament.
Just
by far.
plugged it all up. That's pretty cool.
6'4", 310 pounds.
Oh.
And he can move like the wind. So that's a difference maker for sure. I mean, if you have a commitment to the University of Hawaii and you're not even in grade 12 yet, that says a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty nice that he's got that lined up.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do a limerick here. In the meantime, we're going to connect with them right away. They are still called the Rainbow Warriors, the Hawaii football team. All right, this limerick from Tube Socks. Reid's decluttering reached a new height. He tossed out his lamp and his light. Said, who needs a chair? I'll float in the air. Now he works in the dark out of spite. Pretty good work by Tube Socks. Can't argue with that. Bronco Nick writing a limerick as well. Hulk Hogan was a superstar. He influenced youth near and far. From t-shirt tear to yellow underwear, I'll raise a glass from the local bar. That's from Bronco Nick.
Manti Te'o went to the University of Hawaii. Before Notre Dame.
Oh, did he? Yeah, I was thinking
that's what they're saying. And Marcus, maybe these are just Hawaiian players.
Was he the one that got, it catfished? Like had the imaginary girlfriend or whatever?
Yeah.
That's sad that happened. Is that called catfishing?
Yeah.
Where people lure you in? I guess you get lured in online.
Cooper says he got it on the phone and has joined.
All right. Well, we got to try to connect with him here. We're going to have the Oil Understood coming up. We have another round of Name the Animal. We can't do much worse than we did. What was it called? A capybara? I had never heard of that. This weekend, I'm going to watch the Elks game tonight. I have plenty of Taste of Edmonton tickets left, so I'll still be going there. I'd like to see one of Superman or Fantastic Four this weekend. Got to see them. I noticed they're already scaling back the showtimes for Superman because the movies are in the theaters and in and out so quickly.
Like, what does that mean? They're taking showings down?
Yeah, they're just taking showings down.
What's the optimal time for you to watch a movie?
Like to go to the theater? Well, if it's a weeknight between 7 and 9.
What about a weekend?
I might go to a matinee.
Like, what time's that start? 9?
I had
9:30.
A matinee?
Oh, like an afternoon.
Yeah, matinee.
Matinee.
All right, we got him. Cooper Troy joining us from the Harry Ainlay Titans, who's committed to the University of Hawaii. Cooper, I'm Reid. That's Jay. How are you doing?
Doing great. How are you guys doing?
Doing very well.
Yeah, maybe not as good as you. I mean, you must be on top of the world. I wanted to talk to you about the recent appearance there with Team Alberta at the Canada Cup in Nova Scotia, where you guys won that tournament. We talked about it. We had Darcy Park on earlier in the week. A thrilling overtime victory over Team Ontario. I played Team Alberta back in '99. I still cherish those memories. I hold those close to my heart. How fun was that experience for you, Cooper?
Oh, it's the best football experience I've had. Like, it tops most things I've ever done. That's really why that's why you do Team Alberta. You meet people that you will never meet again in most cases, unless you play on the same college team. I know guys from all over Alberta, and it was just the best sports experience I've had. I can't say enough good things about that tournament as a whole.
Well, first of all, you're getting comments in the chat about your shirt, and I'm sure there's a tie-in here to a school you might be attending in about 13, 14 months or so. But we'll get to that in a second. I wanted to ask you, post-game, I saw a clip that was posted on the Football Canada socials, and I'm sure a lot of people saw it. Every other team stormed the field and ran across the field to the end zone that you guys had just scored in, and wanted to celebrate with you guys, with Team Alberta. I've never seen that in my life because usually after a week of tournament play, you do not like a lot of those people. They do not like you because you're in the final, and oh, by the way, you just won. What was that all about, Cooper? How come that happened in your opinion?
Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea. I thought if anything, they would have been cheering against us as Alberta. It just started about halfway through the game that all the teams started to gather or pool at the other side of the field and started cheering for us. Every single team. There wasn't a team there cheering for Ontario. Unfortunate for them, but it was unreal. Even the team we beat Manitoba and Quebec previously before playing in that game, and even they were down there cheering super loud, and it was uniting. It was odd. I'd never seen it before, but it was awesome. It was really lovely. very, very wholesome.
So was it more that they were anti-Ontario?
I don't know. I didn't ask him, you know?
Well, I mean, that was incredible to see, and congrats on winning that. I'm sure you'll cherish those memories for a long time. Now,
for sure,
another huge storyline for you and your football journey. And I want you to give us as much backstory on this, because I want to clarify from your perspective exactly, and your experience, exactly what happened. But you have already committed, because you're not in grade 12 yet. You're going into grade 12, correct?
Yes, sir.
And yet you have already committed. A kid from Edmonton, Alberta, has already committed to an NCAA Div 1 program in the University of Hawaii. Cooper, just take us through from start to finish as to how that went.
Well, it was really just, I was playing a lot of football, obviously, and we were really curious about how we would get to Division I sports, and we had a lot of connections. My dad played high school football with Darcy Park and a guy named Trevor Bowlers, and they were very, very instrumental in my success with recruiting. But it really boiled down to the school that I ended up attending, Harry Ainlay. My head coach, he knew a guy in Hawaii. And the head coach, actually, Timmy Chang, who's an awesome individual. And he just said, hey, we got film of this kid. And I think he said some very favorable words of me. And he checked it out. And then I got a visit, and I got the official offer. And that's really it. It was a long time running. But, yeah, it was just right place, right time, a lot of good work, and a lot of awesome people. My head coach, Tyler Greenslade, and my offensive coordinator, Brock Ralph, they have been unreally helpful. Like, I cannot say enough good things about those two people. They're incredible people, incredible coaches. I'm super thankful for them. They've helped me out so much. It's been a group effort, 1,000%. I think that's really what it is.
Did you have any opportunity to take any other visits to any other schools, Cooper?
Yes, I had a awesome visit in University of Laurier, so a little outside of Waterloo, Ontario.
Yeah.
Really awesome people out there. Coach Ron Van Moorkirk, he was an awesome individual. He helped me out a lot, and Coach Pete Buckley in UBC had me out there too, and that was another awesome visit. But no other NCAA visits. We had a few lined up, but I committed. So those usually don't follow through after that.
Okay, so here's what I want to know, Cooper. I mean, I don't know how many kids would go out to the University of Hawaii for a visit and not say yes to committing to that area. Have you been to Hawaii before? Was that your first time? And what were your thoughts?
That was my first time. For sure. We'd never gone before. The people there are awesome. That was a huge part for me, is that the coaches and the people, everyone there was smiling. It's unreal. Like the whole energy down there I got was very positive. Seemed very welcoming and very different from a lot of programs. I felt like there's a lot of camaraderie, and, they were happy all the time. There wasn't any stress before the workouts. I got to see some of the players before practice, before workouts, and it wasn't really like, oh, wait, we have to do this. They were happy to be there, and that was a huge thing for me. And, it's paradise. The weather's awesome. It's a big change from Edmonton. So, it was really good. Really good.
Cooper, who do you look up to, either in life or in sports?
My parents, both of them. They're awesome, work really hard. I'm very fortunate to come from this household, but they definitely built everything. And I could not have better role models in my life, for sure.
Would you say, and I know playing with Ainlay and going to NCAA, you got to keep your marks up and all that kind of stuff. But right now, would it be your goal to be a professional football player someday?
Oh, absolutely. That's a dream. Whether it's attainable or not is in the future. but I would love to. Absolutely. I love the sport and I love the people I meet through it. Absolutely.
Awesome. You're a great story, man. We're going to keep an eye on you.
Yeah, we'll have to keep. I got your number, Cooper. So I want to, maybe we'll follow up, next year when you're in Hawaii. Check in with you and just keep tabs on us as well and let us know how things are going, because this is a bit of our MO on this show and in this station with Edmonton Sports Talk is to highlight people just like you, kids that are doing amazing things right in our backyard. So Cooper, we're all pulling for you. We're all super proud of you. Go kick some butt and flick Brock Ralph in the forehead for me. Tell him I said hi, and have a great year next year. But we're going to keep tabs and keep following you. So thanks for coming on, Cooper.
Sir, thank you so much for having me. This was awesome. Thank you.
All right. That was Cooper Troy, Harry Ainlay, offensive lineman, Canada Cup gold medal winner for Team Alberta, and University of Hawaii commit. I mean, that's special.
Incredible. Already going.
That's special.
Good for him. Yeah.
Does he not have moxie?
I think he's got some flair.
He's got
some flair. Yeah.
I mean, you look at Cooper Troy and you say that, you know what? I think that kid's going places.
Yeah, that's awesome stuff.
That is fantastic.
It is 5 o'clock. Of course, you can text us using the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999, presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the kitchen restaurant. All you can eat surf and turf for just $59.99 every Friday from 4 to 10 p.m. We got, Jay's sort of got a quiz for me about some Stanley Cup stuff when we get back.
Two guys and a goalie.
I think for McDavid, I have to go with Quicksilver.
Quicksilver. Wow. Okay.
Marvel character, runs extremely fast, can knock you out, can hit you when you least expect it or hurt you when you least expect it because you don't know he's coming, even though I guess teams know. But yeah, I had to do something speed related. Okay. So I'm going to do Quicksilver.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Win a trip to Osheaga with the Banquet and Aperol. We're sending one lucky guest to Montreal with flights, hotel, and 2 tickets to one of Canada's hottest music festivals. Enter by July 26. Details in store or on the Banquet app. Get real. Play hard.
You know Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Dawn from
Frontier Cartage. That's right, it's me, Dawn from Frontier Cartage, where we're setting the standard for cartage service in Edmonton and beyond, offering city cartage, Alberta highway, short haul deck, and more. My team and I are bringing our years of industry experience and expertise to every mile.
Join Dawn and her boys in a new chapter in transportation excellence, dedicated to exceptional service. Call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826.
At Mind 360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind 360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind 360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
From the land of the living skies, the Elks and Riders duke it out. Cody Fajardo gets a start for Edmonton against Saskatchewan's Trevor Harris. Join Mattawanek, Milne for the Green and Gold Kickoff Show. They go live at 6 right here on EST. And down south, the Bengals and Shamir Stewart have reached an agreement on a 4-year, fully guaranteed deal worth nearly $19 million, which now means that every 2025 first-round pick this year has a contract. MLB action has Toronto and Detroit matching up. Jays winning 11-4 in the series opener last night. Jose Barrios gets the ball today. First pitch at 5:10. They're warming up right now. And the only game underway currently sees the D-backs and Pirates runless in the bottom of the second. For the Riverhawks, they're in Kelowna facing the Falcons. That one starts at 7:35 on the court. The Stingers and Seabears butt heads. Listen to the action right here on EST. We join midway through the game with coverage starting at 7 o'clock. I'm Zachary Kubich. That was your sports update. The third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show from this office starts right now.
What's going on? Friday night, 5:05. It's time to party, everybody. Yabba dabba doo. Slide down the dinosaur's neck and launch straight into your car, which you then start with your bare feet. 780-218-9999. If you'd like to text us on the River Cree Resort and Casino afternoon inbox, you can post in the nasty chat on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up if you're in there, if you haven't already. If you have, share the show link with somebody in your life and say, go thumb these guys, give them a like, give them a listen. They're having a good time. You can email reid@edmontonsportstalk.com or jay@edmontonsportstalk.com. All right, let's dive into the Oil Understood. I'm not sure what's coming here. I think Jay's got something fun for me. The Oil Understood presented by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. All right. What do you have for me?
I thought, now's the time of the year where you could maybe look at some futures.
Okay.
Particularly in the NHL. The number one future would be next year's Stanley Cup winner.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I wanted to see if you could come up with, as the odds go on playalberta.ca, and if you want to play along, don't go look at them. Try and, chime in. Let us know. We're going to say who has the top 10 best odds to win the Stanley Cup next season.
Okay.
But I want to do this in reverse order.
Oh, wow. That's hard.
It is. Now,
I wanted to start with number one.
I'll give you this.
Okay.
I'll allow you 2 times to go out of place.
Can I look at last year's standings while I'm doing this just to remind myself?
Sure.
I mean, I know there's been movement, but that'll just maybe help me think what they're basing some of this on. Okay.
So number 10, who you think?
So who do I think Play Alberta has as their 10th favorite team to win the Stanley Cup?
Yes. Now, maybe this would be easier if in this instance you did go 1 through 10. That might be easier for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Would be.
Let's just do it. Let's flip this.
Florida, number 1.
Correct. Number 2,
Oilers. What's going on? What's happening? They do not have the Oilers at number 2, but they have the Oilers in the top 10.
They do.
Oh,
yes, they are. I'm surprised with who's number 2 currently. Now, okay, Reid, you were somewhat correct. There's a tie at 2.
Oh, there's a tie at 2.
Of which I'll say this: the Oilers are one of the teams.
Okay,
with the second best odds. Sorry, I didn't. The layout here is a little different. But who's the other team with the second best odds to win the Stanley Cup next year?
I'm going to say, who would they say? I'm trying to guess. Dallas Stars. Winnipeg Jets. Colorado Avalanche. Holy crap. Toronto Maple Leafs? Can't be. Are these teams in the top 10? That I listed? All the teams I listed are in the top 10. Carolina? Really?
They have Carolina
and Edmonton. Well, they got Ehlers, right? I guess maybe that's
plus
why.
855.
So Florida they have as the favorite. Carolina and Edmonton they have tied as the second favorites.
So for those following along, Florida they have it plus 600. They have Carolina and Edmonton tied at plus 855. There is a distinct fourth team, which you've already named.
Dallas.
Actually, maybe you haven't already named them. It is not Dallas.
I haven't named this team.
Maybe, I forget if you have or not.
The Kings?
Nope.
Ooh, this is a tough one.
Okay, so you've got Florida, Carolina, Edmonton.
Yes, and I named a bunch of other teams that you said are in the top 10.
So name the other
Vegas.
teams you think should be in the top 10.
I didn't say Vegas.
They are not the fourth place team.
Okay, the Kings.
No.
I said Tampa Bay.
Nope.
I didn't say Tampa Bay?
You did, but they're not it.
Who else would be there?
Western Conference.
Western Conference team. Not Dallas.
Not Dallas.
St. Louis.
No.
Minnesota.
No. You're missing a big team.
Oh, the Jets.
No.
I'm missing a big team. I said the Kings.
They might have a player returning next year that returned late this season to their AHL affiliate and hopefully return next year. Full duty.
They returned to their AHL team.
Due to injury.
Okay. I can't place.
Probably one of the best skating defensemen in the league.
I've said every single Western Conference team that exists.
Not in this spot. Probably one of the best, the smoothest defenseman to watch play in the NHL.
Well, that's Makar.
And who's he playing?
Avalanche. I didn't say the Avalanche?
No. That's fourth.
Well, I think I said them for second.
I think you did.
Okay. So Florida, Carolina, Edmonton, and Colorado.
Next is the next two are both Western Conference teams.
Jets.
Jets are not in the top 10.
What?
The Jets are not in the top 10.
They won the President's Trophy last year, and they're just going to be garbage this year.
Apparently.
Dallas.
Well, sorry, Vegas. You said Vegas. So Vegas, then Dallas.
Okay. This is interesting. Yeah, then they must go back to an Eastern team.
The next three are Eastern Conference teams.
Tampa Bay.
No.
Toronto. Toronto's 7. Tampa Bay's 8. And then probably...
I don't know if you're going to get this one.
Do they still list the Capitals?
Nope.
The Habs?
Nope. This is an Eastern Conference team.
Columbus?
Nope.
Rangers?
Nope. I'll tell you this. I, in our preseason predictions, had them going very far last year.
The Devils? Yeah, you had them going to the Cup final. Well, they were 16th overall.
The 10th team.
The 10th favorite on Play Alberta to win the Cup.
You've said them already a couple times.
I've said them probably several times. The Capitals.
Western Conference.
Oh, Western Conference. St. Louis?
Nope.
Okay, so we got Edmonton, Colorado, Vegas, Dallas. Not the Jets. You told me the Jets aren't in the top 10. Minnesota?
Nope.
Calgary?
Nope. You said them earlier.
The Canucks?
Nope.
Who am I possibly missing? Oh, LA.
There's your top 10.
Well, I did terrible. That was a difficult exercise.
As per Play Alberta. Now,
so I knew Florida at number 1. That's the only one I got.
There's two teams tied for the least probable to win the Stanley Cup.
San Jose. And who else would they have down there? Buffalo?
Nope.
Still Chicago? It's still San Jose and Chicago.
Plus 49,900.
Oh, wow. Put $1 on it.
Put $1 on it. So there's your top 10.
What made you think about asking me that? That was fun.
Well, I like futures. I've often dabbled in futures. I might dabble in these futures. But, I mean, if you spread your money out and you even put, you did the math and looked at it, if you chose the top 6 teams to win, or maybe the top 3 from each conference, there's some money to be made.
How can you, look, I'm not an odds maker. I'm a little surprised the Jets aren't still that high. I mean, okay, they lost Ehlers. Fine, good player. They still have a really good roster, I would think. The Capitals.
The Winnipeg Jets are just outside of the top 10. They're at 11th.
And the Capitals, I can see dropping out of the top 10.
They're at 12.
They were second overall. Didn't do great in the playoffs. Okay, I get it. They like the Devils, eh? Well, the Devils were 16th overall. So they were ahead of the. Well, they did make the playoffs, right? Yeah. But who did they lose to again? They lost to Carolina.
Yeah, first round.
Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, San Jose was a distant last. They had 52 points. Chicago had 61. So they have Florida, Carolina, and Edmonton as the three favorites to win the Stanley Cup.
Yep.
Right. I would probably have. I don't know. I'd probably have Colorado maybe ahead of Carolina. But it's so hard at this time of year, right?
Well,
to guess.
You just never know, and injuries and all the sorts. It's tough. Who do you think they have as the CFL Grey Cup odds? Who's the favorite?
Oh, at the moment?
Yeah.
I'll say Sask.
No.
Calgary.
No.
Montreal.
Yes.
Okay, so they got Montreal first, then they have Sask.
Yep.
Then they have Calgary.
Yep.
Then they probably have Winnipeg.
Nope.
Hamilton.
Yep.
Then Winnipeg.
Yep.
Then the Lions.
Yep.
Now, who would they have in the bottom three? I'll say the bottom three goes Toronto, Edmonton, Ottawa.
Close. Toronto, Ottawa, Edmonton.
So the Elks are still the longest shot to win the Grey Cup.
Plus 5,000.
Alberta.
If you feel that Cody Fajardo can turn this team around.
To the extent they not just make the playoffs.
They win it all.
That they win it all. Go to Play Alberta.
Plus 5,000. You put $1 on that. That wins you $51 for $1.
That'd be incredible.
It's not bad.
Might be worth doing.
Pretty good return.
It's probably, there are easier ways to lose your money on playalberta.ca.
Well, I'll tell you one. There is. I'll tell you one thing. If they go out and win in Saskatchewan tonight, they are immediate. That number gets minimal cut in half.
So what do you think has to happen? And I said this with Hernan earlier today, that I really think this is a bit of a crossroads for the organization. Because if Cody Fajardo plays well or excellent for the rest of the season, do you not then have to commit to him as your starting quarterback?
100%.
He's 33. He's not 43.
No, you need
Players
to make him the
play,
starter.
quarterbacks can play into their late 30s and still be very good.
Yeah.
Even if you get 2 or 3 years out of them.
But what's the problem with that?
Nothing.
I guess the only problem from a fan's perspective is that you'd be maybe a little ticked off at the amount of money they gave.
And people want Ford to succeed, which is fine. I want him to succeed, but he hasn't been succeeding. Like if Fajardo can actually turn you into a competitive team, then you have to ride with him. And maybe you have to commit to him for a medium, well, I guess a 3-year deal in the CFL would be pretty long.
See, I'm more worried about Cody Fajardo, and I'm not actually, but this would be worst case scenario if Cody Fajardo comes out and looks bad.
Well, then you're just fishing
bad.
every week. Then you're just hoping every week.
Yeah.
And that's what that texter meant, because we had a texter earlier this week who said, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. And I said, well, actually, that's not the case, because we don't know how Fajardo was going to play.
That's right.
That was kind of the case last year, because he didn't know how Ford, and sometimes he didn't know how MBT was going to play. So it's like, well, which guy do we go to? I don't know. Neither one had a good game last game. If Fajardo plays well, then it's not a controversy if he's obviously better. I mean, right now, we don't have any information on Fajardo as an Elks starter. So what is he? Okay, so if let's say they win 2 of the next 3. They get to 3-5.
Yeah.
Then are we talking about legitimate playoff push?
Oh, absolutely. Because if the Elks schedule is quite favorable after this. They have the Ticats at home. Now I think the East is not.
Who I think are good, but I think they're beatable.
Then they go to Montreal. That's a tough.
That's a very tough game.
But without Davis Alexander,
do we know when he's going to be back? Oh,
he's
they
on the
6th game, didn't he? Right? Yeah.
Then they host the Argonauts. Then they're out in Ottawa. So if they can get 3 out of these next 5 games, Reid, that's massive. That's massive.
So if they got to 4-6 after 10 games, you'd still have some work to do, but at least you're in the conversation.
And they obviously have the Labor Day back-to-back against the Stamps.
Which, as at the moment, they would be profound underdogs in those games. Right?
I just want to make this as clear as I possibly can. Having a quarterback that can help you push the ball down the field with accuracy, velocity, and purpose makes such a difference because it hasn't happened. I've wanted Trey Ford to be the guy as much as anybody, but I have certainly not believed in him as much as others. And you know that. If you've been watching the Green and Gold Kickoff show, if you've been watching our show, you know that.
Right.
And I think Cody Fajardo could be the answer for this team. 100%. Tonight would be a great kicking off point.
Well, they need wins. I mean, just playing well and losing. I mean, it's not as if they're 4-2 and you went into Saskatchewan and play well and lose. It's like, we're still 4-3 Saskatchewan. I mean, they need to start finding wins, and they need to start finding wins quickly. Zulu says trade his ass in the offseason, LOL. I think he means Trey Ford, not one of us.
Hope not.
I mean, look, this is really getting down the road, but if Trey Ford is obviously replaced as the starting quarterback by the end of the season, he would probably be released because of the size of his contract.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be tradable.
Nope.
Or they would trade his rights. It would almost be like a trade, and it would be a trade and cut. It would be a trade and cut with a deal already in place that the other team has a deal with him to re-sign him for less money, which is the opposite of how it would go, right?
Yes.
So but look, we're not going to get into everything. I mean, I think we know why Hervey signed him to that contract and gave him some runway here to try to prove himself. But it is going to be Fajardo tonight. I expect the offense to be more proficient. Will it be enough to beat maybe the best team in the league? I mean, Montreal, Sask, and Calgary are an obvious top three at this point. So we'll see. 780-218-9999 is how you can text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. Here comes the Coop.
Seven games are live in baseball. Jays and Tigers runless in the first inning. 2 outs for Detroit. Empty bases. Jose Barrios pitching for Toronto. And 3 other games are in the bottom of the first, where Toronto and Detroit are. Yankees up 1-0 on the Phillies, while the Dodgers and Red Sox are locked at zeros. And on the road, the Riverhawks open up a 3-game series against the Falcons. Action starts at 7:35. Meanwhile, in the CFL, 33-year-old Cody Fajardo gets a call for the Elks as they hit the field in Saskatchewan, battling the 5-1 Riders. Mattawanek, Milne tee up the action during the Green and Gold Kickoff Show, which airs live at 6 right here on EST. In NFL news, Shamir Stewart gets a 4-year contract worth nearly $19 million with the Bengals. All first-rounders from this year have now been signed. CBL action, Edmonton and Winnipeg tip-off. EST's got you covered with the game live on any of our audio streams. We join midway through the game, starting at 7 o'clock. The Reid Wilkins Show continues. We have a brief intermission. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The oil stream.
Yes, goaltending needed to be better. Again, Senior Boots, you're not listening. We're not sitting here saying they got there because of goaltending, but goaltending was a part of, they had back-to-back shutouts.
Hey, yeah, one guy had 3 shutouts in 4 games. The other guy went 7-0 until the Cup final when he started his first game and lost.
You can't say despite of goaltending. Yes. Goaltending won him some games.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
avocado and feta dip, passion fruit cheesecake, and cocktails that taste like summer in a glass. Try the new feature menu at The Banquet. Refreshing, craveable, and made for sunny days. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Tonight on Will It Store? One man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Must you click? Must you click?
This has to be one of the most interesting days at work I've ever had. Just everything going on, moving stuff. We're peeling adhesive off the wall during the commercial breaks. Stuff is packed up. The Wannick's here, then he's not here, then he's here, then he's not here, then he's here, then he's being driven around in a moving crate.
Yep.
You and I went to the new office with him, moved some stuff over. I think he has his dad's truck. So it's just been an interesting day. And then it's like, oh, we still got to do our show. It's been pretty cool.
It's been fun.
And then you got to stay here and work tonight.
Yeah, I guess if you call that work.
If you call that work, talking about a football game.
Breaking down a football game.
So
watching it.
I got to tell. I was going to tell you this off air, but I'll tell it on air. So, when was the last Elks road game? At
what was it?
I don't know. It was one of the Elks games this year. And so you and Awanek are doing the green and gold shows.
At Winnipeg? I think it was at Winnipeg.
Yeah, I mean, so you and Awanek are doing the green and gold shows, and my mom's like, oh man, those guys got to work, eh? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, man, that's rough. Eh? You got to sit there all by yourself in a studio and watch a game. I wonder what that's like. I'm sitting there like, what? You feel like...
It's like a dream.
Like, you mean the 500 Oilers road games I hosted over the years?
Oh, right. Yeah. That is true. So, okay, let me ask you about that. Well, we're having a little bit of a reminiscent down memory lane kind of day. So, when the Oilers would be on the road, you would broadcast from the Ched studio?
Yes.
And was there a decent, like, a nice enough lounge where you could go and be comfortable and watch the game? Or would you watch it in the studio?
No, we'd watch it in the studio. So here's what happened. Prior to COVID, we would watch it in the Ched Talk studio, which had a relatively small HD TV kind of hanging from the ceiling. And Rob and I would kind of have to like lean back on our chairs and watch a little bit. And then for intermissions, we'd spin back into place and do the intermissions. And after the game, we'd do overtime open line. When COVID happened, so that the play-in round that the Oilers played against Chicago, Jack and Bob weren't allowed in the building. So we had a boardroom upstairs that was right next to the sports department. You went in through a separate door. And that got converted into a studio for Jack and Bob to call the games from. So it had, at first it had 3 big screen TVs because they got them like the scoreboard feed and a clock and all that kind of stuff. And then eventually it just had 2 big screen TVs in there. So then once COVID kind of, it got back to more where I was going to work. Because I told you, I went, I think, over about 2 years without going to work. I said, this is such a nice studio. And the 2 big screen TVs were like at eye level when you're sitting on the other side of this quite nice desk. So I just started doing inside sports on the hockey broadcasts from there. And it was way more comfortable.
Oh.
Like, because it was like the talk studio was fine, but it wasn't built to watch games. This was like, and then what we would do is I would log into my Shaw account on a computer that was attached to the second TV. And if there was another game going on or an NFL game, we would put it on there. And we had 2 like 50-inch TVs
with
sports on them. So that's how we did that.
When you were doing, because you were never in front of a camera.
No.
For any of your broadcasts. Because now we're pointed at this device, this camera.
Yes.
And we're mostly trying to acknowledge it.
Yeah, sometimes.
And because inside that is where our listeners are.
The YouTube audience, yeah.
What would you be looking at while you were broadcasting? Would it be your notes?
Yeah, I'll just talk to Rob, like how you and I look at each other,
But
or
you
notes, laptop, TV.
You could be sitting like this for the better part of a conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not have to.
Yeah, and we wore headsets, yeah.
Interesting.
But we don't have to get too hung up with the camera, though, for YouTube either.
No, I mean, it's just we're here and it's,
yeah.
But it is, I guess that's true.
Yeah, so anyway, and then talk starts happening. Well, we're going to turn that room back into a boardroom. And I always be like, no, that's the hockey studio now. And be like, Reid, you're the only one who does a show from there. No, Rob does it too. Like, we do all the hockey games from there. Like, Rob's comfortable in there. So I fought for that. I don't know if it's been changed back now or not. But I kept using it out of stubbornness.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well,
pays off.
Yeah, sometimes you got to try to get your way.
Should we do the second animal?
Let's do the second.
You got to play that jingle.
Okay.
Will it move? Will it coo? Could be a dog, or maybe a hawk. Name the animal. Name the animal.
There it is. We had a jingle for Name the Animal. All right, we did terrible on the first one. Everybody gave us 0 points on whatever scale they were using because we said give us a grade. All right, Coob, let's name the animal. Try number 2. That sounds like a small animal. Do you think it's another rodent?
Yes.
I'm going to ask him this question. Would that animal fit in the palm of my hand?
No.
Oh, okay. Does that animal have wings?
It does not fly.
Okay.
Well, that's not what he asked.
That
you.
wasn't a good question.
Oh, true enough.
He asked if it has wings.
Does it have wings?
No.
Okay. So maybe it is a little rodent or something. But that's to me, that was a sort of mouse-like noise. But I guess it could be anything. Play it again, Coop. Okay, so it's not a bird. Wow, this is interesting, eh?
Does it live underground?
No.
Oh, good question. That's a really good question. Is it found in Alberta?
They're not native to Alberta.
Okay. Is it a mammal?
Yes.
It is a mammal. And does it live? It lives on land then?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think that is? So it's a mammal. Should we do more on the size, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. Is it bigger than Cooper the Corgi or smaller than Cooper the Corgi?
About the same size.
So it's dog-ish. It's medium size. Well, he's low to the ground.
Like maybe a bit smaller.
Can it live
Shorter.
on the ground and in trees?
It doesn't live in trees. They live near water.
They live near water, but not in the water.
I guess they live in the water.
They do?
I actually don't know if they...
Part-time?
Part-time, let's say. Yeah.
It's a mammal that's comfortable in an aquatic environment.
Okay. Is it? Oh, what about?
Oh, is it like a beaver
or like a ferret or like what are those ones?
We got to pick one.
What are those ones that lie on their backs in the ocean?
Oh, is it an otter?
Is it a sea otter?
Is it an otter?
What's?
Is it an otter?
Yes,
it's an otter. It's an otter.
Yeah!
It's an otter. You got it.
It's a miracle.
Jay figured it out from all the memes of the cute otters swimming on their backs.
See, they're also very popular animals.
We're gonna get a much higher score for this one from people.
We have to. I mean, that was.
I'm curious to see what the judges are going to give us. So Jodes put in otter just when we guessed it. Somebody's going to give us a grade for this.
That was
really good.
That
was really good how we got there. That's a passing grade for sure.
An otter.
So it is a mammal. Yeah, I guess I don't even know how big they would be.
Well, yeah, they got to be like.
A lot of animals are bigger than you think.
Sure.
Right? If you were actually to see them.
Sea otters are cute. They just lie and chill on their back.
Just chilling out all the time.
They're typically 2.5 to 5 feet, so they're actually pretty long.
Feet?
Yeah.
Well, that's longer
depending
than
on the animal. There's sea otters, river otters. River otters are probably the one that you see online more.
Okay.
Jeez, I wouldn't have thought
because
5
they're smaller.
feet.
10 to 33 pounds. Yeah, the river otter is that big apparently. Sea otters up to 4 feet. Giant otters up to 6 feet long. So they vary for sure.
Atif giving us an 8 out of 10. Big Uke giving us 15 out of 25 elephant trunks.
15 out of 25. That's not that good.
That's what would that be? 7.5 out of 10? No,
that's like.
No, that's 6 out of 10.
Not that good.
15 out of 25. What is that out of 10? I can't even think. 15 times
That's
4
6 out of 10. Yeah,
60%. 60%. Yeah. Really had to think about
I think
that.
we're deserving of more than
I think I think we did quite well on that one. How we talked it out, narrowed it down. So that now that I hear that and get the right answer.
Well, yeah, let's hear it one more time.
It makes sense that an otter would make that noise.
Yeah, cute little.
Yeah,
guy.
I can imagine an otter doing that. Because some of these noises, I feel as if I wind up thinking, well, I can't imagine that animal making that noise. To me, that's an otterish noise.
I'm surprised we didn't get it sooner.
Well, we were rattled from the capybara or whatever it was.
Oh, that's fun.
Dawson Nielsen, I think he tried to write a limerick about it. They guessed with a shrug and a grin, no studying, still pulled off a win. Luck on their side, beamed full of pride, grade A+ in absolute sin. Oh my.
Not bad.
That's saucy. That is saucy.
While we're doing it, Atif did write a limerick earlier.
Oh, good.
In Saskatchewan, under the lights, the Elks face the Riders in fights, with touchdowns galore and fans shouting, "More!" It's a clash that ignites Friday nights.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad, Atif.
Pretty good. We are in the banquet studio, by the way. Avocado and feta dip, passion fruit cheesecake, and cocktails that taste like summer in a glass. Try the new feature menu at the banquet. Refreshing, craveable, and made for sunny days.
Ooh.
The banquet. Get real. Play hard. Pretty good.
They're calling him AI Thief.
Oh, did he get some help with that one? Well, that's fine. That's a way to learn. That's
how you get it, baby.
It's still a way to learn. I don't mind that. Final segment of the week on this show, but remember, the stream continues at 6 with the Green and Gold Kickoff Show with Jason Milne and Matthew Wannock. We'll set up the Elks and the Riders when we get back.
Bottom second, the Jays and Tigers are runless. In Game 2 of their 4-game series, Detroit with one out, runner on second. Jose Barrios pitching for Toronto. 7 other games are live around the MLB. Bottom of the 4th, D-backs and Pirates locked at zeros, while the Orioles have a 2-0 lead over the Rockies in the second. And the Yankees also lead 2-0 entering the third inning. From the land of the living skies, it's Elks and Riders duking it out. Cody Fajardo gets a start for Edmonton. Matawanek, Milne tee up the action during the Green and Gold kickoff show. They go live at 6 right here on EST. And down south, the Bengals and Shamir Stewart have reached an agreement to a 4-year, fully guaranteed contract worth $19 million, which now sees every player from the 2025 draft getting a contract. On the court, the Stingers and Sea Bears butt heads. Listen to the action right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We join midway through the game at 7 o'clock. The final segment of the Reid Wilkins Show from these current offices bring us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoons.
I had a bit of a rant. Maybe I'm just being old. I'm really tired of CFL players celebrating first downs every time they get a first down.
Really?
G-Roy Simon used to tell me on the sidelines, he goes, I hate it.
Dance, no. Pointing that you got a first down in some playful way, yes, I'm fine with it. You got a first down. You
but
moved the
every
ball.
single time?
Yeah. Enjoy what you do.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
All right, we're here. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Along with Zachary Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. You can text us, of course, 780-218-9999. That's the afternoon inbox, presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the kitchen restaurant. All-you-can-eat prime rib buffet for just $49.99 every Sunday from 4 to 10 p.m. Elks and Riders coming up at 7. Jason and Matthew Awanek will have it makes it sound like your brothers. Jason and Matthew Awanek. Jay Milne and Matthew Awanek will have the Green and Gold kickoff show at 6. So, you have said run the damn ball.
Yes.
Ever since I met you.
Yes.
Now, but with Fajardo in,
yes,
do you want him to throw early and get into that groove?
They both help each other.
Okay.
If you're running the ball successfully, it opens the pass game. It opens the play action game, more importantly. If you're running the ball well, that sucks the linebackers up and opens up things behind them. An offense that is clicking is doing both at a above average rate.
Right.
So yes, if you can run the ball and be stubborn about it early, that will help and open up things downfield.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what tactics they use tonight, whether they start with an aggressive passing game. And I'll talk about this more, but I just really expect to see a playbook that will offer a little bit more excitement for this team.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I mean, I think we're putting a lot of pressure on this game, and maybe deservingly so.
Well, it feels like a very big game.
I think it is. I think it is a very big game.
So, but would you agree or disagree that part of the problem with them not running the ball is because they fall behind almost all the time?
That's a good point. Yes. But they were lockstep. They were toe-to-toe with Winnipeg when they were in Winnipeg. I'll just pull up and see what the stats were for running for that night.
Okay.
Because they were toe-to-toe with Winnipeg until they fell apart in the fourth quarter offensively.
Right.
What week would have that been in? Was that
Winnipeg was week 4, wasn't it?
4?
Is that right?
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, Javon Leake carried it 7 times for 42 yards. That's a 6-yard average.
Right.
Justin Rankin, 7 for 30. That's 4.3. That's not great, but it's not terrible.
Right.
They're always getting outrun. That's just, and I mean, that stems to last year as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it ticks me off. I cannot stand that. So maybe tonight that changes.
So
I'm very optimistic about tonight offensively. Defensively, I don't
you
have
think
as
they're
much
actually going to drive the ball?
Yes, I do. I honestly do. Now, I could be completely wrong and make an ass of myself. It wouldn't be the first time. But it just is going to show you how important having a pocket threat as a quarterback means to an offense.
I hope so.
And there have been fingers pointed at this receiving core. Well, I that might change tonight. To say, oh, maybe the receivers weren't the problem. Like, I don't want to make this and who was it here? Let me see. Bronco Nick said, very annoyed with this Ford is not the guy talk. He hasn't started a full season yet, but it's time to move on. How many starts has Skinner had? And he gets a pass? Really?
Okay, like enough with trying to compare everything to Skinner. Okay, and by the way, Trey Ford has not played in the Grey Cup. Okay? Let's just remember that as well.
Well, and what I said to Bronco Nick was, what makes him deserving of being the guy? 4 years in.
Right.
What has he done that says, oh, this is a real world beater?
Right.
You found something here. What? Show me the tape. Stu Skinner had 3 shutouts. What did he win? 6 or was that Pickard? Sorry.
Pickard won 6 in a row.
But he came back and responded with 3 shutouts.
Yeah.
He's led the Oilers to back-to-back Stanley Cup finals. Maybe led's not maybe that's a loose term.
He's been the goaltender. Like,
he's been the goaltender.
I get why they can, but not everything is like, we can't make everything about the Oilers or their goaltending. Bottom line is, let's see what Fajardo does. Hopefully he plays well, because if he doesn't play well, again, then that's a pretty big problem. If you've had 2 quarterbacks who haven't looked good enough against good teams. Because if we want the Elks got to make the playoffs. You got to be one of the top 6 teams in a 9-team league.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't even been able to do that in recent years.
Shouldn't be that difficult.
It shouldn't be as difficult as it has been for the last few years.
Yeah.
Now, it's not all on Trey Ford, but what has happened is he's been given the offense. He's been given the offense, which is what everybody wanted. He's been given, just let him play. He'll be fine. Even I said that, or I hope that. Okay, well, now he's played and the team's record isn't fine. So that's what we're saying, Bronco Nick. At what point do we have to recognize maybe it's not there? Maybe what we're hoping for just isn't there. I still hope that it is, but Fajardo is going to get the chance tonight. And he probably should, quite frankly.
Agreed.
All right, 5:48. Should we do words of the day?
Let's do it.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
All right, baby. Take me into the weekend. Final words of the day in this studio.
There you go. First word of the day Sui generis.
Sui generis.
Sui generis.
Well, I know how to spell generous.
Do you?
Sui. Oh, I hope so.
You don't. Not if you think it's common spelling.
Oh, it's not the generous that I know.
Sui generis. This is an adjective. It is 2 words.
What do you mean?
Sui generis.
This is 2 words?
Essentially.
So is there a hyphen or a space?
Space.
Holy crap.
Sui generis.
Sui generous. And generous is, so you're giving me a hint that generous is not spelled like
generosity.
Like, yeah.
Not common.
Holy crap. Okay. This is controversial. Sui generous. I don't even know where to begin with this. It's 2 words. Okay, is sui the first word?
Yes.
My God, Jay, you are. Is there a silent letter? I'm getting a bunch of hits that are reducing my score.
You're correct on the first part.
Sui, S-U-I.
This counts as 1 word. I just
I know.
Word. But yes, the first part of the word.
You gave me a lot of hints, so the score is fudged already.
Generous.
At least I'll probably get point. Even if I probably should get 0.25, even at this point, not
at this
0.3.
Point, at least 0.2.
Sui. Generis. I got it. Okay. No, you gave me a bunch of hints.
That's pretty good.
But I probably still deserve a 0.5 or 0.6 even.
I think 0.7.
Coop, what do you think? 0.7.
0.7.
0.7 out of 1.
Yeah.
So this looks like a very sort of scientific type of term to me.
Now, I do have a sentence.
Okay, I better take the sentence. Holy crap, what a word.
As a scholar, she is sui generis, head and shoulders above everyone else in her field.
As a scholar, she is sui generis. So I'm going to say somebody who is at a higher level of achievement and has received more accolades. Sort of close.
Close enough. It's a formal adjective used to describe someone or something in a class or group of its own. Or in other words, unlike anyone or anything else. So we're going to give you 1.4.
So Connor McDavid would be sui generis when it comes to speed with the puck.
That's correct. We're going to give you a 0.7, 0.7. 0.7 on the spelling, 0.7 on the definition.
0.7 on the def. Well, but you gave me
1.4 out of 2.
Usually you give me half if you give me a sentence. You take a half off right away.
1.2 out of 2.
1.2 out of 2. Not bad.
Not bad for the word.
Same as getting 15 out of 25 for name the end. What a word. Sui generis.
Okay, the second word of the day.
I can hear him playing it to himself, so he knows how to say it.
I just had to double check sometimes. Stelliferous. 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 Stelliferous.
Oh, this is a good one. You're looking at me writing it down, aren't you?
I'm not. I can't peek. I've given you enough
Stelliferous.
help today, young man.
Yeah, I'm going to take a stab at this.
I like when you take stabs.
Stelliperous. No, Ferous.
Well,
no.
Stelliferous. Stelliferous.
That's the first thing I wrote down.
Are you, Reid? When are you going to learn?
Look, this one right here.
I've told you, yes.
But it looked right. Okay, does this have something to do with steel or iron?
No.
Okay, give me a sentence, please.
The photographer used long exposure to reveal a breathtakingly stelliferous cosmos.
Vast and expansive.
Growing up downtown, Mia had never seen how stelliferous the sky was until her first camping trip.
Like full of stars. Oh wow! Okay. So another 0.4.
1.7 out of 4.
I failed.
You did.
What can I do?
What can you do?
Those are interesting words, though.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the Elks are stelliferous tonight and that they have a few players who are sui generis in their fields. Would that be fair to say?
That would be very fair.
All right. We got to transition to the Green and Gold kickoff show, which will start at the top of the hour. Big thanks to Zachary Kubish. He's Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. We got to peel more of these adhesives off the wall. Enjoy the broadcast tonight. Enjoy the Elks game. We'll talk to you Monday from BP Westgate, and then we're in the new studio.
Pizza.
See you then.